Hello! Welcome to Dice Dames and Dudes.
You finished what you were doing in time, and I remembered to take down the thumbnail in time. I almost didn't.
I always forget that. I'm always like, that's right, this is supposed to not be here. You know what I did forget to do? Open up my character sheet.
Me too. So, hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Dice Dames and Dudes, Season 2, Episode 11. I did just put it out on Twitter that we had gone live and let our members know as well in the DM group. How you doing, Shae?
Good.
You're not Shae.
You didn't specify.
I paused. It was dramatic.
It was very you.
I'm an assassin. I'm supposed to be dramatic.
Wow.
Dark and brooding. Edgy. Excellent. You're doing great. That's awesome. How you doing, Woodrow?
I already said good.
Well, I was doing good, but things have changed in the past 4 seconds, and I'm just kidding. I'm doing great.
No, I'm not doing so good. Sai was mean.
Yeah. God, like that's fucking new.
I do great.
I'm doing great.
Oh God,
So good.
it's fine.
And if Luke is in a position to tell us how he's doing, versus
I'm doing all right. I just realized that I need to go get beverage though, so I will.
Indeed.
I know I'm about out of mine already. I cracked a monster to try and wake up.
I just got a new one. So how about this? How about if Woodrow gives us the recap, you guys can both go and get your drinks while he does that, unless you need the refreshers, because I fucking do. So
I remember because I had a fucked up nightmare at the end. So
That's true.
That is true. So not
and
this
didn't
banner.
heal at all.
Not this banner. Yeah, the rest of us did, so that's awesome.
Yeah, I hope y'all enjoy it.
Thank you. We will. You know what? Actually, I am going to take this down and make our GM big.
Ooh, I like. So, last time on Dice Dames and Dudes, the party finished off the nearly dead crystalline basilisk before its priest could heal it. While the party was underwater, Renaj had been spotted on a flyover, and instead of trying to lie, he did the only thing he knows how to do. Renaj ran. After the team left Ryzen 4, they headed back to the Rebel asteroid base where they were able to get some sleep. Well, most of them. Brynn had a terrible nightmare that was playing on her innermost insecurities. When she violently wakes up from her dream, heart pounding, a calm voice whispering in her ear, "Breathe, it was only a dream." And that's where we come to.
So who's the calm voice?
I'll give you a guess.
Okay, my point is it a real voice or is it a
Yeah.
Shae only voice? Okay.
Yeah, it's a Shae only voice. Like it's a voice in her head.
Okay, well that tells me that the voice is not me then. I'm going to reiterate, however, what the shh. We killed your subconscious. It's okay.
Calm,
She's
child.
she's not even here to hear it.
I know.
So, we'll just
That's how shocked she is.
Yeah, she's hiding. Let's all just sit here and stare at Shae's empty
chair.
square. Yeah. Chair Kun.
Y'all some weirdos.
Thank you.
Like, I mean, I'm not surprised, but y'all some fucking weirdos. So.
Team Comics. Dang, that made
Tell
me
us
want
you're
beer
staring
so
at her
bad.
chest without telling us that. Hi, Shae. So we've just woken up. You've just woken up.
And I feel like shit, so it's a normal day.
Well, a calm voice does say in your ear, "Breathe, it was only a dream," as you wake up. And you remember, what was her name? Skeggold? Was it right? I can never say
That sounds
Norse
familiar.
names. But the Valkyrie soul that seemed to be making its presence.
Gotcha.
That this is.
And only you can hear her. So just after that, I'm stroking her hair and being like, shh. We killed your subconscious. It's okay.
I'm good, thank you.
You don't look so good.
I'm fine.
You're like 90 hit points down.
Almost. What? 64. 64 hit points
um,
now.
we're back at the asteroid base and inside our rooms, right?
Yeah, you guys have your room in
In the
Kronos' ship. Yeah.
Where does I'm gonna let Woodrow you decide where Kirby sleeps.
Well, yeah, I was going to ask, but since you just let me decide, I was going to assume he's just outside somewhere in the ship. He probably, I don't know, because it's a weird question. Would he want to sleep in the bird's body and get rest, or would he want to just not be in the bird's body? So.
Right. And the other thing is, does a familiar feel like affinity to be near the person who summoned them? I guess is my question.
I think the familiar would, yeah. So the bird would probably be near you in your room, but I don't think Kirby would stay in it. He'd probably just be hovering somewhere.
Kirby would be like, yeah, I'm out.
Yeah.
I got a little bird cage that the glowing ball just sits inside, and I put a little drape over it.
It's nighttime. Go to sleep, Kirby.
Go to sleep. Go to sleep.
It's nighttime. By the way, did you notice I copy pasted and tinted it.
Nice.
So it's
and that one is Samina's, or is that one?
No, that was
mine. Oh, it's yours.
This one can be Samina's, and I figured that the one that Luke was making was soon to be absorbed into the seed. So
yeah,
I shouldn't even bother making the damn thing.
Good call.
Let's see here. Hello,
yes,
Nita,
I want to ensure that my ship does not get shot down again.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Yeah.
If only your ship had a bad day.
Well, we'll have to see what's out there in the galaxy. Might be able to find something.
I mean, you have 2 really fucking expensive shields for it now.
I do. I have 2 really expensive elven shields now. Not just one elven shield.
Not just, shitty human shields, but
yeah, fuck those things.
Well, I mean, I considered buying the orc shield and bringing it back and seeing if Bach could help me, like, keep it working all the time because it has a higher whatever. But there was that possibility it could just short out on me at any time, and I didn't like that.
You know what you should do? You should use your belt shield and just like attach that to the ship's core.
Okay.
I mean, it's important.
Like the seed is what you're talking about?
Yeah. So out of character. Every fucking time, everyone's always targeting the goddamn engines. So it would be nice to see people actually shield that shit a little bit heavier than, say, the fucking, I don't know, Barbarian.
The problem is the exhaust usually. I mean,
Frog G says, "Maybe paint, please, no shoot on the side."
there's a thought. There's a thought.
I'm sure that'll work. They honor those things, right?
I'm sure that'll totally keep them from shooting. I mean, that won't entice asshole space pirates to shoot
more
first. Yeah.
What the fuck? What the hell is enema booze?
Booze on Earth. What do you drink? Enema booze?
No. I'll find some other way to get fucked up, Pale Rider.
You mean something that someone smuggled in their butt?
Or something that you drink through your ass.
Or something that was made in someone's butt.
Oh, it just gets worse.
I don't like any of these options, so I'm going to continue to go with my original statement. This is just getting worse as it goes on.
Like Pruno, but made in colon.
Colono!
Oh, my Surface won't turn on. That's fun.
Fun.
Have you plugged it in?
It is currently plugged in.
Give it a few minutes.
I have. Thank you, tech support. The equivalent of turn it off and back on again. It won't turn on. That's the problem.
I used to do tech support for tablets. Thank you.
I know. And that's why you're telling me to do the same shit that I already tried.
So, okay. What time of day is
it? 8 more hours. It's probably like 1 p.m. the next day, just after noon.
Yeah, we needed our sleep. Glad we got it. Poor Brynn.
Glad y'all got it.
So you don't get... I'm trying to think just from a... Well, I wouldn't know any of that, so never mind.
Yeah, she just looks tired. Like she didn't get much rest.
Just like normal. I look like I always do.
I mean, I can find something to do, and you can try to get more sleep. Maybe
I'm going to be working on my ship, so...
So
Yeah.
y'all don't want to go anywhere until after 9 p.m. is what you're saying.
That'd be fine. I'd rather you be
I don't
rested.
think we really need to.
Yeah. We're going to work on projects here, I think.
There's at least a few things that need to be done here before we go back out.
If you need help sleeping, I could I've got something for that.
If you need help sleeping, I could join you.
That's what I was
1,000%
actually
what that
saying.
sounded like.
Fucking rooms are soundproof.
That's actually not what I was saying.
Yeah,
That
there's
was
a poison.
exactly what it sounded like it was going.
I don't
No,
care.
I have certain sleep things.
Actually, now that you say that, I might actually have something that could help too.
Who has more?
I mean, I've got more drugs.
I mean, mine's worth 3,000 gold, so
So
I
let's
think
not use yours.
why not? I've never used it before, and I bought it a long time ago.
So you spent 3,000 gold to be able to do this, is what you're
Yes.
saying. Oh, well, that's different.
Yeah.
Is it the drow stuff?
No, it's the ether.
Hmm.
It's not like the serpent venom or the... I have a lot of poisons.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, you're
There's
a
a lot in
rogue.
there.
Of course you do.
I fucking hate sketchbooks sometimes. It didn't save my work.
Sketchbook
sorry.
Pro has not been good for a long time, unfortunately.
I'm sorry, Clip Studio, that's what it was.
Oh,
So-
It's because this thing crashes all the time, so I need a new Surface.
So this thing... no, it's not the drow poison, because that injures.
Yeah, this is the inhaled thing.
Yeah. The ether's only effect is that it puts you to sleep for 8 hours.
Mm-hmm.
wait a minute.
But this is like perfectly suited for this.
I know.
And you have
That's-
10 uses of
I
it.
know.
You're like, oh, you didn't sleep dose you. Oh, there you go.
This is like the equivalent of being Benadryl as a baby.
Kind of, yeah.
Essentially, yeah.
Just with really strong poison.
I pull out a rag, hey, Brynn. Does this
Does
rag
this smell weird to you? Ass.
Oh my god, that's fucking awesome.
Jerk.
What's that smell? What are you burning over there? Nothing. Nothing.
Don't worry
I
about
mean,
it.
that's my answer to everything. I was actually just looking up my dank buds. So,
If you have weed of sleep.
well, no, but I have
Weed of
weed
confusion, I
of
think.
temporary hit points.
There you go. Yes.
Yeah, and no small amount of hit points either. But there is a small DC saving throw.
Those are the vampire weeds, right? Yeah.
The blood tide, yeah, the sativa.
Yeah. Those are the vampire weeds.
Constitution saving throw, DC 13, or become frightened. On a successful saving throw, the user gains 20 temporary hit points until they are lost or until a short or long rest. So,
Paranoia, man. Paranoia is a bitch.
yeah, isn't it though?
By the way, I'm moving all my poisons to one spot, so they're not...
Poison pouch.
Yeah, I'll rename it once I get them all there.
All right, so if you guys are gonna do that, maybe I will just go back. If you need me, just come wake me up, I guess.
Right.
I guess my only concern is, are you
Addiction.
gonna be okay?
Sai's
Like,
not worried about me being addicted to anything. Come on now.
Not really, but I mean, my point is,
Yes, I'll be fine.
we had to do a lot of stuff the last time you went to sleep, and I get the feeling that we're only able to help you because we were asleep too, and we're not going to be asleep now.
Give me a medicine or Arcana roll.
Who?
No, it'd be medicine, but yeah.
Who? Me or Sai?
No, Dis. Yeah, Dis.
Yeah, this.
You just confused me. I was like, wait, what?
I know. Wait, you used a different name. No.
Who the hell's
Deer
Alex?
headlights for a second.
14 plus 3? 14 plus 3.
So 17. So, with that, you get... I'm trying to think, because you don't know that she had... Well, I guess she could tell you, but you don't know that you were conscious in that dream.
I don't know that I was conscious. You mean I don't remember?
Yeah, because that was technically not you guys.
That was technically my subconscious.
So her, yeah, that was
Oh, I
all.
thought
That was how
us.
she's. No. That's how she saw things, and I just was letting you guys play because I didn't want her to sit there and have to. Like, I don't want to
Try
play
and
with
play
myself.
for all of
basically.
you?
Yeah, I didn't want to just sit here and jerk off in front of everybody. So,
This is the wrong platform for that.
yeah, that would be Twitch. No, I'm just kidding.
We do.
Let's see.
OnlyFans.
No, I know.
We are on Twitch.
Let's see. So with that, you would get that giving her the poison, at least if judging by the way she looks, if it is just like lack of sleep or like the stress of everything you've been through, more sleep could help. This wouldn't be a permanent solution though. But you think it could help her achieve the rest that she needs. I'll say that.
Temporary solution. Band-Aid fix for the win.
Do we have any duct tape?
Dude, that is my life.
Oh, I'm sure we've got some duct tape around here somewhere.
I mean,
Every universe has their version of duct tape.
Kronos'
Just duct
ship
tape.
is probably half that anyway.
Yeah.
So.
Yes,
At
but
least
don't
a
go
quarter.
pulling at it, all right?
And
I
baling
need it.
wire, Bondo.
Hey, Bondo's amazing. You shut up.
What's that glue that has the 5,000 in it or whatever?
E6000.
Yeah.
Oof.
Yeah.
As you guys are sort of up and about, you can see out of the portal the ship. When you got here, there was definitely more of it made, but since basically Luke, you've sort of given those ants permission for that ship, right? They've been sort of deconstructing it while you guys are asleep, and a good portion of that fighter is gone.
Excellent.
And been pulled out, and sort of the shape of your ship is all there. It just seems that it's being filled out and everything's sort of being thickened, and then all the interior parts are being put on before it's
So it
basically
has
closed.
its skeleton.
Yeah, skeleton
Yeah.
and some of the skin.
All right.
And you can see it's being made with black wires. There's this strange black wiring on the inside of the vehicle, and it kind of mixes really well with sort of the purple and silver of the alien tech.
Shae, she was busted on me. And the reason is because I haven't used it. It's stuffed in a drawer.
Yeah, because Sai doesn't craft.
How dare you.
Shots fired.
Uh-oh.
Huh. I just realized that I have nothing to do during this time.
I mean...
Well, I mean, since Shae is since Brynn is unconscious and technically not able to wake for 8 hours, do pretty much what I want.
Mm-hmm.
I'll braid her hair.
Okay.
Make up to my hair braided again.
You'll notice that Samina's fighter's missing, and so is the ship that Renaj was flying. You remember that it wasn't Renaj's ship,
right?
And that seems to be gone. So those two ships are gone for right now. But
which ship is it? Is it this one or this one?
It's that one. Yeah, it's the one, the Millennium Falcon kind of looking one. I mean, I know it's not the Millennium Falcon, but
Yeah.
it's got a weird shape, similar shape.
That's the one we took down at the planet.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Let's see.
Yeah, but Samina and then some other people seem to be gone. You can hear Bach working, and you hear someone working in the ship across from me, the big one, so you assume it's Nozarka. Nozark.
By the way, Luke, did you
Yeah.
create a primer for these people's names? I see you making notes all the time. I'm just
I mean, I wrote down some names. Yeah.
okay. No, I don't need it now. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I need to go through and kind of condense my notes and. Yeah.
At least you're taking notes.
Yeah, I'm trying anyway.
This
You're
is
better
true.
than us.
I'm bad at taking notes too, though. When I play, I try. I just suck at it.
I know that I will forget shit, and
Yep.
Yeah, I just forget it.
I make the excuse that this is all being recorded anyway, so it's not like I couldn't go back. But that would be what
terrible.
10 times 3 hours.
It'd require actually going back too.
Exactly.
A 15-hour investment because
I mean, I've gone back and watched some of. I haven't gotten all the way through though.
That's how I keep my notes. Sometimes I'm like, "Fuck, what did I mean here?" And then I go back and watch it. I'm like, "Oh, that's what I meant." Let's see. Yeah, so you can hear Bach, you can hear Nozarka working. Those ships are gone. Yeah, and your ship looks like it's got a lot of the internal stuff. I don't know exactly how you want to go about repairing that, like what you want to work on first.
Yeah.
Installing the parts or turning the ship's systems on, all that stuff.
So the ship that we came back on is gone, right?
Mm-hmm.
The ship
Did
that
we
you
ever
came
get
back.
rid of the dead bodies that were in that ship?
Guys, did you remove the heads or did you not actually do that?
I don't know if we did that or not. I don't remember.
Well, I mean, we said we're.
I think we put them in cold storage.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you said you were putting them in cold storage, which I'm assuming was in your ship.
Oh, in
I
my
thought
ship?
You said it was in that ship. And that
Okay.
we locked it so no one could get into it. But let's put it this way. We would have taken them off if that was the last time we were seeing that. I mean, I don't know about the bodies, but we would have kept the heads.
If I could have stored the bodies in like my mansion thing, then yeah, that's what I would have done.
Yeah, that's
I
what
don't think I could store organic matter in there. It's just nothing alive.
Yeah, you don't want it to be alive. That's for
Okay. All right. Then yeah, that's where I stored the bodies so we can get rid of them whenever we need to.
Just be careful with the food generator. I'm just kidding.
Keep it far away from the food generator.
Silent Green.
This burger's tasting a little gamey. What's going on here?
Silent Green.
A little orky.
All right. I'm gonna walk over and see what Bach is doing.
So he seems to be tinkering with some kind of device. Sort of looks like a long rod attached to like a big sort of engine of sorts. Go ahead and give me an Arcana roll. See if you can kind of decipher what it might do.
Let's see. So, 7 plus 3, 10.
10.
Yeah.
Yeah, not exactly sure. It's definitely designed to point energy at something and do something with it. But also, as you're looking around, you see most of a teleportation gate. Seems like it's almost completed. Oh, there's a cat, and then also a
Station's full of them.
Jeez,
Yeah,
everywhere.
Cats.
you can see his satellite drone system, like the video screens that he's kind of got up that are flicking. He's kind of got like these 6 screens that are flicking through different sectors of space, kind of giving these different readings. And they're switching from scans to like video feeds and all this sort of data in the background. But yeah, he's sort of banging on this piece and sees you coming in. And he's like, "Oh, it's good to see you up and about. How was your journey back to the planet?"
It was definitely interesting. Yeah. Ran into some of your bounty hunters in this universe. They were very friendly, very, very friendly.
Yeah.
Thankfully, they were the ask questions first and shoot later variety, but I don't expect that to be the case next time.
Yeah, that's rare.
Yeah. Apparently, my companion, one of my companions, offed one of their companions, and so it was a standoff from the outset. But
Can I hear any of this?
I'm
Are you
here,
transmitting?
and they're not. So, or we're here, and they're not.
Your passive is a 20, right?
Yeah, but I mean, I'm with Brynn, and
Oh,
he's
then no.
with
Yeah.
what's his face, and
If you're not out in the hangar, then no.
I'm asking if Kronos is transmitting this on his brain bug.
I mean, I wasn't thinking
Okay.
about it. I mean,
No, he is not
No.
talking shit about you where you are
No,
response.
no. I was just going to correct him and say that, in fact, bitch was casting before I ever laid a hand on her. So, with the bounty hunters and the hangar thing,
So really, it was her fault.
it was.
I was talking about the dude that you ganked, her
scout?
brother. Yeah, the scout.
Oh,
The one that you kind of trailed off and ganked while we
he
were
was spying on
out
us.
shopping. Exactly. No, it was
Yeah.
necessary.
He
Not saying it
fucking
wasn't.
earned that.
Yeah.
Mind his own fucking business. Sorry, continue
You
your
can't
discussion.
learn that now.
Well, I mean, he knows it for the next life.
He's a little dead.
He knows it for the next life.
Oh my gosh.
Uh-huh.
I'm
Sure, if I
not there,
resurrected him and then asked him questions, he'd know it too.
though. He's burnt in an alley.
So I say to Bach, so I think it's time to put my ship back together, and I've got some parts. I was wondering if you could help me wire up 2 Elven shield generators to work in tandem.
What kind of effect you're looking for? It's not gonna give you more defensive capabilities.
Mm-hmm.
It's just gonna draw more power.
Well, shit. I was thinking one goes down and I have a backup.
Well, if you want to have one as a backup, we could possibly do that, so you could flick one on. But Elven shields rarely do go down, but we could do that.
Okay.
You just wouldn't want them both on at the same time. It'd be redundant power source or power usage.
Okay. How about this then? Is there a way to take that Elven shield generator and make it mobile? Since it's kind of redundant on a ship.
For a person?
For a vehicle, for another vehicle, for a person, whatever. Just like being able to take it out and make it mobile. Like I understand it's fairly sizable thing, but some kind of cart or something. I don't know.
I think I could maybe get some drone pieces and turn it into sort of like a mobile drone generator. Maybe you could protect an area and you could fit maybe a vehicle in there, or maybe attach it to a vehicle with a magnet.
That's kind of what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Something like that. So it's not attached to one specific thing, but able to be used on multiple different things.
Multiple different things.
I don't know.
No, it
Might be
definitely makes
useful.
sense.
Yeah, might be useful. Being able to take it with you. So yeah, I'll go ahead and give him. I guess I'll go out to the cart and wheel in the second Elven generator, Elven shield generator.
Nice.
I'll bring it in here and let him tinker with that. Let me know what you can do with this, man, and if I can help.
Will do. Not so much luck on scanning for any more signal from the other part of your ship, the one that lets you travel here. But I still got my eyes open. I was constantly watching.
Okay.
Nothing yet, though.
Nothing matching that signature. Any anomalies that are similar to that signature, possibly occurring naturally, not created by something. Anything resembling what clued you into the multi-dimensional travel to begin with.
Well, that was
anything
just
like that recently.
mathematics and algorithms and equations. It made me think it was possible, and then the readings that came through were insane. There was multiple backgrounds, background frequencies. It was. I've never seen anything like it before. And the only thing that I think it could be is more proof. But I'm also working on that. He sort of looks at a board over on the other side of his workshop. You can see there's a board with just like almost completely filled up with Orcish writing. I don't think you can read Orcish, but you can definitely tell that it's some kind of math and equation and stuff like that. But you just can't read what it says. But it looks familiar in terms of what it is. Ugh.
Well, it looks like you're on to something, man. So that was the first time you'd seen anything like that, huh?
Yeah, it's the first time I've ever gotten readings like that, definitely.
Okay, so it is anomalous. It doesn't occur naturally in this universe. Okay, well, that's...
At least not that I'm aware of.
That gives me an idea of the sector of the multiverse that I'm in. Certain sectors of the multiverse have different natural laws. Some of them allow fluid passage between universes, natural passages between universes. This one does not, apparently. So that means we're probably stuck here until I can get that piece back.
And if you had some time, maybe we could work on the equations. I could translate it into common. It would just take a little bit.
Okay, I mean, I would definitely be down for that. That would definitely help fine tune where I'm going. It's more accurately, Johnny's got it. Slackers. Yeah. But all right. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and head out to start assembling my ship, and attach these laser cannons that I got. And check it out, homing missiles.
Oh wow! Yeah, definitely be careful with those. Yeah.
Do you want to help me install this stuff? Make sure I don't fuck it up.
Yeah, that might be a good idea. Basically, he's going to give you advantage on what you're trying to install. I'm assuming you're putting on like the sort of the outer parts, the two parts that you found. You're like reattaching your mansion and then the gravitron.
Yeah.
Okay, and then obviously the guns and the shield and stuff like that too.
Yeah, I figure I'd attach it all together and mount it, and then the self healing will secure it and get it working. Examining the work that the ants are doing, and I telepathically tell them, "You guys are doing a great job. This is." I touched the wires. I was like, "What is this?" And
you can, you feel that same resonance you felt with the purple crystals, but instead of it feeling aggressive, it feels calming.
Kind of feels like home. Huh. Great. Keep up the good work, guys. Thank you.
And so the rolls will be +6. Whatever you roll on a D20 +6, it's your proficient. +5. Your proficiency plus intelligence.
Okay. Proficiency plus
Woodrow,
intelligence.
I had a quick question while Luke does these rolls. The fighter that I gave to what's her face, did it have the homing missiles on it?
Yeah, it had a set of homing missiles. So whatever yours has, which I think it's like 4, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about the one that Luke's letting get eaten?
+5. All right, I'll take the 16 +5.
Okay.
I got a 16 +5 and a 15 +5, so I'll take a 16 +5. So it's
go ahead and 21. Go ahead and write them down. That's a success. So you have one success. And you can go ahead and give me another one. So you get the shield and the guns on relatively easy. That stuff's going on, and the ants are sort of helping, and the alien tech is kind of assisting with it as well.
Okay. So first, and then.
So that'd be eight extra ones, Dis, for your question.
Oh, okay.
Technically.
I was probably going to leave them on the one that I gave to her, but my point was that I don't think the ants needed to eat the missiles. And I think Luke already has it. I'm sorry, Kronos already has a set of spares for his missile launcher, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Was that correct, Mr.
I picked up some homing missiles from
from
that dealer.
He filled his canisters. There wasn't extras. He asked if he could get extras, and Yuli said he could probably try to get more. But you guys ended up just taking more. And you can always buy more, yeah.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure that if these are a rare thing, we're not letting the ants eat the extras that were on the other.
Oh, no. The ants are only taking the stuff that's going to be used to repair the ship. They're not taking the armaments. The armaments are already useful the way they are.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, and we can use it for spare parts for the fighter of blackness. If it doesn't translate to yours.
Fighter of Blackness, is that yours?
I'm renaming the ship Muhammad Ali.
Oh my god.
Wow. All right. I'm going to go ahead and roll my next roll for this.
Yeah, go ahead.
And each one gets advantage, you said?
Yeah, while he's there helping you, you have advantage.
All right, well, 18
Save
plus
us from
5
this.
is 23. And yep, I'll definitely take that. Second one was 4. So 18 plus 5, so that's 23 for the second one.
Okay. So that's 2 successes. You had a 21 the first one, right?
Yeah, 21 was the first one. Yep.
Okay, cool.
All right. Do you want me to roll again? How many?
Yeah. One more. We will possibly one more. It depends if you fail or not. But it seems like you're rolling pretty good. So.
All right.
Possibly one more unless you fuck it up, Luke.
Yeah.
Don't fuck it up.
All right. 16 plus 5. That's 21. Let's see what I get with advantage. 10 plus 5. So yeah, I'll take the 21.
The 21.
So the third one was a 21 as well.
So you never rolled under 20. You never lowered the DC or anything like that. So the first parts of the construction go pretty well. You have everything installed. Systems are still off, but it's good to go in terms of as soon as the ants kind of in the alien tech sort of works its way back into the ship, which you think won't take much longer, maybe a day or two, and the ship's the stuff that it's doing on its own will be good to go. But it's in a spot where you could turn it on. You could fly it around, but you wouldn't want to fly it in the vacuum of space, per se.
There's some holes.
It's really weak. But
fly it around, you might suffocate.
Yeah. But yeah, in a couple more days, you think it'll be sound, yeah.
All right, I'm making a note. Not space worthy yet.
Do not fly in a joyride. Understand?
Give a couple days. Just
Plug
give a couple
holes.
days.
Give a couple days.
Let plasters have a chance to sit. No.
Yeah, let bando dry.
Oh my
bundle dry,
gosh!
yes.
I just used metal repair resin, and I was so bummed because I used it to put legs on something, and when I went to move, like their legs that fold down, when I folded it back up, one of the legs just popped off in my hand. And I was like,
"Oh, shit!"
Like, well, the other 3 are solid, but this one's probably not supposed to do that.
Why for you do this?
Yeah. So definitely let it cure. Make sure that they use enough of it, Luke.
If everything you're doing is bad, I want you to know this.
No. Everything the ants is doing is good. Is good. They're doing
Everything
a great
I
job.
did was bad.
I was talking about the
Brynn.
leg. That everything the leg was doing was bad.
Holding the leg.
Brynn, go ahead and give me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh gosh. I was like,
Nightmare
oh,
2.
because I
No, I'm
saw
just kidding.
wisdom and was all excited, and that was my animal handling this time. Not what I was going for.
Oh, Woodrow, I need to send you a message.
Dirty 20.
Yeah. Okay. So you wake up, you feel rested. Your heart is still sort of racing. You almost feel like you're raging still, like inside, like you have that adrenaline pumping where you feel like you need to move, and you can feel it in your chest. But then it slowly sort of starts to fade away. As you can see, Dis is still there, I believe, unless this message states otherwise. But yeah, no. So you wake up and feel rested. A little groggy from the poison, a bit, but not to where it's going to affect you physically doing anything or mentally.
Why does when I hit long rest, why does it not do anything?
You have to hit it twice.
I did. Ugh.
Well,
Okay,
does
I
it
had
still
it like,
do that thing
I heard
where
like
it pops
50
up
times
and
and it was just being stupid, but we're good.
and sometimes it'll pop up and say, "Are you sure?"
Yeah.
Go,
Really sure?
Go.
And then
We're counting down. Are you sure? Mm-hmm.
Yay, I rested successfully this time.
There
Yep.
you go.
It only took drugs. I like how Splatty comes in and he goes, I think at this point they're just making up their own games they pulled out of their asses. No. We're playing the game that Woodrow has pulled out of his ass.
yep.
Different.
Very different. Very different.
I didn't pull it out of my ass. Woodrow pulled it out of his ass. And it's been entertaining as fuck.
Show has.
Hell yeah.
So when you wake up, Brynn, you your hair is freshly braided and your armor is actually pretty clean. Kind of like set up next to
So my
your...
armor was polished and my hair was braided while I slept.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Des.
You're welcome.
Look, Proxy goes, yeah, rested successfully this time. Last time it was very unsuccessful.
Very chaotic rest.
A lot of, honestly, it was like my rest 2 nights ago.
Okay.
and
Woke
your-
up and was
your
like, I
feet-
feel like shit.
Your feet and hands feel much less stressful now, by the way.
Oh, did you give me a hand and foot massages? Thank you.
Maybe.
I
mean,
appreciate it.
You did a lot of work on them. What with the whole octopus thing?
Added
They
to the bingo
split
card.
into 2 each, so there was 8 total. There's a lot.
Yeah.
Everything was double duty.
Yeah, that's rough.
It's rough.
Brynn, you also woke up with a design in your head.
Ooh.
Something that you feel... It's almost like that creative itch where you gotta put it down on something, but it's definitely not just a design. Like you kind of sketch it out with some charcoal, and you feel like this is definitely a tattoo. And it's like a runic design, but it kind of resembles Dis's rapier. in a way.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead and as you're sort of like sketching it down on some paper, give me a wisdom saving or a wisdom check. So just add your wisdom. So I think +6 for you.
Yeah, 13.
Nice. Okay. So yeah, you think that the design comes out pretty well, and you think that the feeling you get is it should be a green, maybe like an emerald or a jade.
Okay. So I get the feeling that this very much goes with Dis.
Yeah, and that the ink should be a green.
Okay.
Something about it. And the emerald kind of plays in your head.
Okay. So, can I research in any of the books that I got
Yes.
kind of the significance of green, of emeralds?
So there's a couple. There's one specifically that you got from that stand that was about like esoterics and tattoos and stuff like that. And green is sort of, it has many uses, but one of them happens to be transmutation. Another one happens to be stealth. Another one happens to be poisons and acids. But the one that you're thinking of is more of the transmutation and stealth realm. You feel like you'd almost be similar to the bag that Dis has, that is sort of magic. It just holds things. You think that this tattoo could hold what it was made for. So like you could tattoo Dis's rapier as this runic design or some other weapon, and you think that you could put it on someone's body.
Okay. Cool. Is Dis still in the room with me?
Yes.
So you're watching me sketch this out.
Yeah.
Okay. So I
Since I hold all of our shit, I would have probably given you the paper.
That's fair. It's the paper or the charcoal for you to do all of this. You don't have pockets.
I mean, I also have ink.
I mean, now that she's got wisdom, I mean, she could probably hold her own stuff.
I
saying.
carry the bag of holding. That's
Yeah,
all.
You only have one bag of holding between
Yes.
the two of you.
Yes, that's all we were given.
Oh, well, all right. Well, then, carry on.
Besides,
Literally.
it makes it easier because if I need anything, I just go, Des, check the bag.
Yes, I'm the littler one, so I carry the purse. I was also going to remind you if you're looking in the book about the green stuff, I mean, can I glean that she's looking about green shit?
Yeah.
Okay. Don't forget you also got like green powder or something like that from the caster that I tried unsuccessfully to bonk in the head and one shot.
I just.
Close.
Yeah, it was like some kind of green powder, like crushed jewel or something like that. Some type of spell reagent, I think.
Cool. So I'm gonna show just the sketch and say, so what do you think? See what they say.
I think that is like something that was discussed in the last world we were in back in the Gorge about tattoos that you can basically put an item into, or that it will hold the item for you. Like I had originally wanted to do with, say, lockpicks, so that we couldn't get locked up again and have those tools taken off of us. So this, I would say, based on what you've drawn here, kind of looks a little like my sword.
That's kind of what I was thinking. Do you want to be my guinea pig?
I mean, the guy in the tent back at the planet was really your guinea pig.
Do you want to be my first guinea pig on my own?
Your first solo?
Yeah.
I'll be your first.
Oh gosh.
Now
And
it's all
why do I feel like this is never going to not be a sexual thing?
Right? We need 3,000 candles too.
Oh my god.
So while you're tattooing Dis, does Dis have the shadow duplicate stand up behind you and put their arms around like ghosts?
Yes. I don't have shadow duplicates yet. You haven't had us level again.
I know it's coming.
Let's not do that. Let's not encourage this.
An inky shadow doppelganger.
Yeah. Also, while you were sleeping, I was doodling designs for you for, like, you know, runes and stuff like that of your peoples. Be gentle. Okay. Thanks, Froggy.
What fun is that, Froggy?
Now, when we bought her this tattooing kit, is it like the 1 or 3 or 5 needle hand stabby thing, or is it like an actual tattoo gun?
Here it'd be a tattoo gun. It's like a legit tattoo gun with the things and stuff like that.
No, I'm doing the stick that you knock.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was
school.
There is one of those in there.
Which do you want?
Which did you learn on?
Give me a Arcana roll, Brynn.
Oh fuck. My Arcana is
plus 0.
Yeah, let's go.
At 11.
Okay, so you're pretty sure, after reading and doing the research, there's only one way to get the gem dust into the ink, and it's with the stick. After the tattoo's been already applied.
Oh, okay. So she has to gun it on and then stick it on.
She has to individually stick the gem dust in, yeah. That's, yep.
Okay.
So I get to get tattooed, and then over that tattoo, on top of the already bleeding tattoo,
yep.
I get to get another tattoo.
Grind that gem dust right into the wound.
Don't worry, it only scabs a lot when they do that. Ask me how I know.
Fuck.
Did your book say anything about doing this? I guess my question is, isn't that going to make my sword disappear while it's in the tattoo?
Well, I mean, we could always tattoo you, and then wait. And if you want to put the sword so you don't have to hold it, and you can summon it. Then after it's healed, I can tappy tappy tap.
Okay, all I'm looking to get here is more information on how this works.
So basically, it's a kind of like the bag of holding. You can draw your sword from the tattoo. It works as a sheath specifically, but for what the tattoo is for. So you can't put anything in it. But if you get tattooed with like the pick locks per se, you'd always have those pick locks on you until you take it off. Then the tattoo is just mundane. That gem dust would go away. The magic would be gone from the tattoo, yet you'd still have the tattoo. And you could pull the items off, and then you can basically store the items back into the tattoo. So it basically just works like a sheath you put on your body.
Okay. How does that work if the tattoo is not, say, exposed? Like if I get this on my hip, but I'm wearing armor, do I need to be able to physically access it?
No. You could just summon it to your hand. Because
Okay.
it's physically in your body. Having to touch the tattoo would...
That would
I
severely
guess
hamper.
People that are like,
logically,
"Come on, baby!"
Yeah. I mean, I see how that makes sense because you're like drawing the weapon, right? But for me, you could just make it. You could look however you want. You could like make it come out of your hand. You could just make it summon from glitter dust if you wanted to, like the dust that it's tattooed with. However you want it to shadow.
Right in between your tits.
Yeah.
And then you can draw it from your cleavage.
Oh, that's a good idea. I like that. No, what I was thinking was hold two fists together and then do like the form blazing sword.
Oh Lord.
You could.
No, see,
however you
here's
want.
my thing.
We'll tattoo that.
I don't like the idea of not having symmetry to whatever tattoos my character gets because that's just how my brain works. So, I mean, if I tattoo it straight down the center of me, yeah.
Just saying. Then if you wanted to be dramatic, you could just draw it from your cleavage, which would be hilarious because people
You have
would
to
be
put it
like,
on your spine.
That's true too.
Okay. Ooh. Oh, that would be a huge tattoo, though. Jesus. No, I was thinking of instead of in its closed form, do it to where it's like the whip, and like go down the leg and stuff like that. But I mean, yeah, that'd be huge.
It would take a lot of real estate.
Yes, it would, and a lot of time, and it would no longer be symmetrical.
It's up to you. You pick.
Front.
Down the cleavage. Just don't fuck it up. Gotcha. Okay, Brynn. Let's do this. So Prodigy says you don't need to use a sledgehammer to beat the item into the tattoo. Weird.
I think you have a plus 10 to your roll because it's going to be your proficiency plus your wisdom.
So where is my proficiency?
And the top right next to your walking speed.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
So yeah, it should be 4 plus 6. So whatever you roll in the d20 plus 10.
Do me a favor, get that big honkin' D20.
This one?
Put it 20 up.
Hold on.
Oh no.
Okay.
This is going to go bad.
And then just drop it?
Yeah. Tilt.
You're going to regret that.
Oh. Look at
Oh no!
So an 11.
No!
So an 11.
And 11, yes.
Wait, can I spend my ability to reroll ones? I have luck. I want to remind you of that.
Why you wanted it 20 up is the problem. It can't be 20 up for me to just.
It depends on how you drop it too. It's like,
I just dumped it. That's how I've been dumping it the whole time.
Then you should have put it one up.
Uh-oh.
Clearly.
I was following directions.
Uh-huh.
So the tattoo doesn't look bad. The tattoo looks good. The rune seems fine. But the when you're getting ready to do the staking part, you realize there's actually there might be an easier way to get the ink in there or the gem in there. You might be able to mix it in the inks in some way. It just totally slipped your mind with that roll. But from this point on, you realize, you could probably do it in an easier way.
You probably just mix it into the ink and then put it into the gun.
Yeah. And when you have that thought, it sort of stops you in the process, and you're like, "Huh? Oh yeah, I'm doing something." And you gotta, well, give me one more check. See if you can finish the magic part of the tattoo.
By the way, just for flavor, I rolled a con saving throw to keep from wiggling.
Okay. What was your save?
17 plus 3.
Okay, yeah, you're good. Right there.
We're not rolling the big one anymore.
No way.
It is a bad one. It's now in prison.
Did you have the one up this time?
Oh no.
This is what you get for listening to fucking Luke.
So
that would have been a 20.
I listened to you and it was a 1. I listened to Luke and it was a 1. It's just a 1. We're not rolling the big dice tonight.
It's just the universe. The tattoo is on there. There seems to be the dust seems to be in, but the magic doesn't seem to have set yet. It may need to heal. There may have been a lot of trauma in getting this tattoo.
Am I supposed to be bleeding this much?
Is this supposed to be swelling like this?
I don't think so. I think I
roll for infection.
14.
Ooh,
I rolled a medicine check to see if I could like help it.
What's the medicine check?
Got 12.
12. So you wipe it down.
My medicine's a plus 3. Can I assist?
Mine was a plus
you can.
6.
You ice it down a little bit, or if that's the bad thing, I don't know. Icing swelling's good, right? People always tell me different things. But so you ice it up, wipe it away. It's there's definitely been some trauma to the skin, but the tattoo doesn't seem to be bad. It was rough applying it to the area. But for the first tattoo, it turned out pretty good.
It's okay. I only critically failed twice. It's fine. It's fine.
I just need to beat the shit out of the patient. That's all.
Not magic yet.
Does this mean I'm getting a bad Yelp review?
2 stars.
That's generous.
Wait, is one of those stars because I'm pretty?
Yes.
Yay!
The other one's for effort?
The other one's because they kind of liked it.
The other is a plethora of reasons, one of which I have to sleep next to her. 2, she's our tank. 3, the lines are straight, even if I had to bleed excessively for them. And did you even clean these things before you used them, by the way?
I will take note to do.
Write that down for later. It's a learning process.
No wonder they're swelling. It's actually like non-compatible blood residue that was on it, so it's all coagulating in my chest.
Ew.
Hey, Kronos, you want a tattoo? I just tattooed Jess. You just hear Jess like, "Don't do it, Kronos. Give her some time."
No, you hear very faintly. Save yourself.
Walk in. What in the?
I am topless, sir.
No, you're like this. Just you have the hand.
So I'm gonna go back out and keep working on my ship.
So you don't. You
guys. Nope. You guys have fun. I'll. Yep.
You hear through the door.
I clean him this time.
Kirby, I need healing.
The little orb comes in, touches you, and he does a lesser restoration. And you see the swelling and stuff sort of goes away a bit. But yeah.
Like I'm sorry. I'm learning. I'm trying really hard.
You try so hard.
I did. I tried so hard.
And got so far. But in the end.
But in the end, you rolled a 1. Froggy, have fun, man.
Later, Frog.
Take it easy, Froggy. Good to see you.
Hi, Ollie.
What's up, Ollie?
I like how feline goes, "Fuck Yelp." It's fair.
I'm rewiring Yelp to be able to give 0 stars.
Accurate. Fuck Yelp.
I've never had to deal with Yelp, so.
Hey, Kronos.
Yes.
Based on my medical knowledge, I'm gonna say that we'll probably need some strong liquor to be able to sanitize this stuff next time.
Well, I certainly have that.
Yeah, if you wouldn't mind donating a small sample for the cores.
For the
I
cores.
said sorry.
Sorry, I was being Zorg from Fifth Element for the cores.
Right. If you want something done right, do it yourself. Yeah. Fucking love Zorg. Fucking great character.
Is that the main guy?
Inventory.
Yeah, it's Gary.
It had like the plastic.
yeah,
The plastic, yeah.
Gary Oldman.
When he started
Jean-Baptiste
like,
Emmanuel Zorg. What's wrong with me? All right.
So many things. Yeah, and his
Yeah.
steel cane.
Where do you want to start?
His fucking steel cane.
Um.
Thing was solid.
Yeah.
Too.
Just bring where's Keggy? I'll have Keggy bring some of the scotch in.
Nice.
Man.
Sweet.
I should have drank that before she started.
Well, you know, you probably should have let me
You
know that we hadn't started
survived.
with this.
Can we
Look at
retcon it and I'll ether myself?
That was how you were getting advantage to not move. You just knock yourself out.
I roofied myself.
that. Right.
So,
But
thank you, Brynn.
I'll have Keggy.
You're welcome. Sorry.
Matter of fact, I just have three shot glasses, and
Yeah,
pass
here's
out.
to Brynn's first tattoo.
Yay.
skull.
Cool.
L'chaim.
It'll be better
That's
next
Dark
time.
Elf, right? L'chaim.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. I forgot they were Jewish. Everything here is kosher. Let's go.
Oh. Was I supposed to sniff something?
So, how you feeling, Des?
Okay. Well,
It'll do better as it heals. I'll help you wash it. I'm sorry.
is there some... Does this asteroid base have any, like... medics, healers, like people that actually have like salves and shit?
Yes, it does.
So we're gonna
They
go
are.
on an adventure to find
Do-
someone
do you
who's
remember
got
who they are?
tattoo goo.
Tattoo goo.
I don't.
So there is a chick here who had a little garden. Her name was
Okay.
Gemini, and Teskin, who was the Minotaur that you guys met down on the planet, seemed to be like close with her. And you've seen them coming in and out of the area that's on the left of the map, that's just above the hangar. It says like cooler, night environment, all that. The kitchen, so just past the kitchen and stuff. The farm is where they've been. Yeah.
Herb. H.
Super green.
Super green.
Super green Gemini croquet contest.
First, I'm gonna eat something, because I know that when you donate blood or get a tattoo, you need to replenish your sugars.
This is true. Oh my gosh, should I have cookies?
You should have.
Just like when you donate blood and you get a sugar cookie.
Then again, we have the Kronos free buffet.
Yeah, the maker will make whatever you want.
It's included in our accommodations.
Mm-hmm. Auto wash.
Atovash.
That's so
Oh my gosh. Why are we doing Fifth Element tonight?
Because this is sci-fi.
Because Fifth Element's awesome.
Fifth Element is awesome.
I do want a multi-pass.
What
We need to find a forger. Oh, Woodrow, what color is Dark Elf blood in your world?
It would just be red. All the humanoids in my world are basically red-blooded.
Ah,
Why?
that's boring.
It's
Look how
purple.
Si's mad.
Actually, the one other answer I found other than red was purple.
Yeah, I figured. Because everything's purple except their hair. Their hair is white and their eyes are red. And everything else is purple. Let's see.
That's gay. I'm not changing my hair color on my character sheet, by the way.
Oh no, I'm not. I'm not saying they have to be white. That's just how I've always seen it. Everyone always makes white-haired drow.
How does it taste? My tattoo or
What?
the cookie? Or the whiskey?
Both.
It's all tasty.
Big bada boom.
Bada big boom. Big bada boom. Bada boom.
You haven't eaten in 16 hours plus however long we were on that planet, Brynn.
Yeah, I also eat. That sounds like a good idea.
So we might want to get a meal before we go searching for the herb. For the 11
Okay.
herbs and spices. Dis eats chicken.
Nice.
Original recipe, because I like grease.
That's what the herbs and spices really are. It's in their grease.
Yeah. I mean, it really looks like it, so. Wait, do we still have any of that turkey and mashed potato and gravy? And
Technically, yeah. You guys put it in like a bag of cooling or some shit before we exited.
I'm going to check on that and see if it's still any good.
If it's any good, did it go bad?
Man, the holiday fucking leftovers last forever.
How did the
I wish
blood?
they were
Does
true.
the blood taste good? I'm not going to taste it.
The blood? Well, what was the blood? Which one was the blood?
He
pudding?
says, how
Blood?
does it taste? The blood.
Oh,
you
the
morons."
blood.
I mean, actually,
Penny-like?
Right.
how tribal is Brynn at this point, Shae?
I mean, not enough to be drinking your blood, so
I wasn't gonna offer that.
really don't know what you're getting at.
I'm gonna use one of the small implements in my tool set and give her a little rune on her forehead in my blood. Congratulations on your first tattoo kill.
That is a thing that has just happened.
I mean,
There's
I
a
don't
little
have
sense
to.
of
Yep.
honor.
It's
but
kind of an
also
honor
Like a
thing.
really
condescending.
small, really little sense of honor. Like, this is ridiculous.
You're mean.
This is a great honor.
Trying-
Fragile. It must be Italian.
I was trying to do something nice for your people.
Oh, thank you for being nice.
I'm gonna go back to the asshole I was.
Oh, that's mean. Don't do
I
that.
used to
This
be
heart
mean.
grew 3 times smaller that day.
Yeah. All right. So
What's
after
funny
we-
is that when you guys walk out of this the mansion, you're gonna be walking out through like the ship as it's kind of like building itself.
Yep.
Yeah. Just walk out. There's like, oh my gosh, kid, the little ants have tiny little construction hats.
Oh,
They're like
not?
making the little backup signs, like boop boop. boop. They're like racing.
They're pulling the whole like what is it, the diggers from
Yeah.
Fraggle Rock. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
One of them has
Yes!
a white hat and it's just sitting down doing nothing in the corner.
I want one to have a little jackhammer to be able to rivet all this shit together.
Oh my gosh.
We're
We
crazy
just
people.
gave them all purpose.
Oh, come to think of it, I do have a construct. If I recall correctly, the one that sits on my shoulder.
Oh yeah.
Did you turn it into your bird though?
Did I turn it? Did I?
I thought you did, but maybe not.
I know. It's just make a ruling on the field. I don't care. If
I
it's
mean,
my
when
bird,
was the
though,
last
then-
time you thought about the little construct? I mean, you've been using the bird and Kirby
'Cause-
for a while.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure when we first had his ship, you were like, "Do I still have that little construct guy?" And I was like, "Yeah." And you're like, "I want to make that my familiar." So I was like, "Okay." So you basically did the same thing that Kronos did to his spider when he changed it from yellow to black. He used the computer and he changed the little construction guy into a bird.
Okay. Then does he still go away? I guess is the question. Into the Fey pocket dimension when I unsummon.
Yeah, because you basically cast a spell on him and made him your familiars, and that was how I saw it in my head.
Okay. Well, then he's not going to hang out with the ants. Fuck him. Once we're done eating, we're going to wander out of this hazardous work zone carefully.
Watch where you step.
Yeah, I know.
I'm not trying to get, tiny ant on me.
Yeah.
Or pocket.
Oh no, I wasn't worried about that. I was worried about like the sharp pieces of metal and stuff like that. These little guys are pretty resilient. They're pretty tough, and they're pretty damn smart too, getting out of the way.
I just love the idea of a whole bunch of tiny little ants putting your shit back together.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna have to draw chibi ants with construction hats.
Yes.
Not gonna lie, this is probably gonna be the easiest reconstruction. Well, it's going to be the smoothest. Let's say that.
Because you have other things that are helping.
Because you have things helping, yeah.
Yes, yes, very much so. Yes. Listen, when you put that heat back together as many times as I have, you're welcome to help.
It's fair.
If they're not over here, then we'll.
Yeah. So when you get into that area, you can see Teskin is sort of sitting at the table eating some like a salad, and he sort of looks up at you and goes, "Oh, how you doing?"
Could be slightly better. Do you have anything for?
I said sorry.
You did awesome.
What happened to your chest? No, just kidding.
Oh Jesus!
You're leaving a puddle on the floor. What? You're bleeding.
It's so infected. Do you have any kind of ointment or ointment's a good word for after tattoos?
Well, yeah, we could. I mean, it's not specifically for tattoos, but we could definitely get you something that'll get that healing up nicely and make sure it doesn't get infected. Yeah, follow me. And he sort of gets himself up from the table.
It's a magical tattoo, if that makes a difference.
Oh, interesting. I don't think Gemini knows much about the magical side of this, but it'll definitely heal up nicely. When it heals, I kind of want to look at it.
I bet you do.
You can see he sort of like looks up at you, or still down, I guess, because he's tall. But he like meets your eyes, and he's like, "Oh, that's not." Yeah, follow me. And he sort of like leads you up into the farm. And when he goes in there, he's like kind of. I mean, if a cow could blush, he'd be blushing. And he sort of puts his hand up to his face, and he's like, "Gemini, they're looking for a salve to help with some healing. I'm gonna, yeah." And he just sort of like steps past you guys and goes back out there, walks back to his table to finish his salad.
And
it's
everything between blush and no, because my internet dropped out. So.
Oh, no worries. So you got led up into the farm by Teskin. He sort of was blushing, and tells Gemini that you guys need a salve. He kind of walks back out past behind you, back to the table to finish his salad. And Gemini, you see, she has green skin, but there's almost looks there's like an opalescence to her skin, and her eyes seem like normal human eyes, except she's got pretty big black pupils. And then on the side of one of her heads, you can see what almost looks like a gold vein going through one part of it, as it kind of comes down, almost like sideburns on one side of her head. And she's bald, no hair. Just got some kind of like pretty plain robes. They're sort of like colors like grays and browns. It's just like, what exactly happened, if you don't mind me asking? Sort of like looks at you guys. Tattoo! Oh, how lovely! It looks great. And you see, she's being honest. It does look good. but she can tell that there was definitely there's some healing that needs to be done. So
I'm
she goes
I'm working on the technique. It was a little rough. Did you know that you can mix stuff into the ink beforehand, and then this doesn't happen quite as bad? I just learned. Yeah.
Yes. What
Heavy-handed.
what is this?
Yeah, was the hammer necessary on the end of the stick? I mean,
I had to make sure I got it in there.
I see.
Deep.
My bone is now tattooed. Thank you.
Well,
Hey,
then you'll
I mean,
never
you can't
lose
cut
it.
it off.
Etched breastbone.
Mm-hmm.
You will always have it. See, I did a good job.
Did So she's like, follow me. I'll bring you in the back. The best plant for this is it grows at night, and she sort of walks Udis into that back night environment, and starts making a salve from some of the plants there. She starts like putting it in a pestle in the mortar and starts smashing it. And she's like, yeah, heavy hands can be blunt objects at times, it seems, but it seems the technique is there. I don't know much about these, but this looks like a rune tattoo. Like it holds some sort of spell.
It's magical.
It's a kind of magic.
It seems that yeah, she did quite a number. Wow. Okay, here we go. She's like,
Jeez. I tried.
It was an 11.
I bet it was. No, I'm just kidding. But she applies it and puts a leaf on to kind of cover it. So just leave it covered for a good 12 hours. Take it off, let it air out, and I can give you some more to reapply. She basically gives you like a little package to use. And she gives you she's like, I'll make you some more of this if this is going to be a reoccurring thing.
That's probably a good bet. I have a feeling Brynn is going into the tattooing side job.
I
Look at
might
the
be able
best.
to I might be able to show her how to mix the ink with the stone, specifically stone dust, and gold dust, stuff like that, metals. But I don't know much about the enchanting part of it, so that'll be all whatever she can figure out on her own.
I have more wisdom now. There's a good chance that I might not fuck it up.
Just don't drop
I'm
the
curious,
dice.
Did this require you speaking like chanting or something?
The tattoo?
Yeah.
Not that you're aware of, not out loud. It was more of like a praying than like arcane chanting. Getting in the artist zone.
The dog agrees.
Flow state, yeah. You can hear my neighbors fucking going off. Let's see, you do some salve. See, you notice you don't see Poru or Woda anywhere. Renaj was actually sort of at the back pool table. He seemed to be on some device, just kind of minding his own business.
Gambling again.
Gambling, yeah.
Yeah, and Fasish sort of comes over the intercom in the farm as you guys are in there. It's like, Gemini, I can't seem to get a hold of Peru right now. Hold on one sec. The fucking dogs are killing each other. Oh, I come back, you just hear gunshots. All right, we're back now.
Jeez. No.
But he's like, we've got a hailing, and I can't seem to get a hold of Peru, and Samina's seems to be occupied. We've got people hailing us. They've been adrift for a while, and they want to dock with the asteroid and repair. They seem to be from Terrace, and Gemini sort of gives him a cocked eye. Who from Terrace? And he's like, the Sky Talons and some of their military, headhunters, Cloud Eaters. It seems like the Frost Fangs have been taken out. And there's sort of like this moment of quiet, and Gemini goes, that's your call. You're the military one. If they show up, I'll feed them. I'll heal them. But other than that, Samina's not gonna be happy. He's like, yeah, that's why I was hoping I could get a hold of her. I'm gonna stall them for as long as I can, and then that he goes quiet zone. Yeah. Let's see. She sort of looks and there's a moment where she's like, so we're at war. That faction attacked Ryzen 4 not long ago and a couple other installments of the Elves. And they didn't check with any of the other rebel forces. They kind of did it on their own. And they got some of Samina's people killed in the retaliation. It was going on when you guys happened to pop up on Box radar. So when Samina comes back, there might be tension in the air. Just fair warning.
Do we need to smack some people around for you?
I'll let Samina decide that. I think she could make that call. I really honestly don't know too much about it. I'm lived most of my life on Thunmar. Let's see.
So these people, terrorists, you said, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and they mentioned Sky Talons, Headhunters, and Cloud Eaters, which go ahead and give me a history check, actually, because this could be history. And I'm gonna mute for a sec. Sorry. Shoot.
Oh, I wish I was doing the history check.
Yeah, I mean, you're there.
Am I? I thought you guys walked away from me.
We're in the farm area, aren't we? I thought Woodrow said he came over the intercom in the farm.
Yeah, it was over the intercom in the farm.
Well, then if I can do a history check, I got an 18.
Oh, okay, 18. And what was yours? This
11.
Woohoo! I did better than this.
Well, this makes sense because Sky Talons and Headhunters and Cloud Eaters, there's something about that triggers something in you for a moment. Like something you feel like home, and those feel like tribe names. And for a moment, you're pretty sure that those are tribes of barbarian tribes.
Okay.
They sound similar to tribes you remember from where you came from, even though that is kind of a blur. It's hard to pinpoint if they're the exact same or if they're just kind of similar, and it brings back that feeling. But yeah, they definitely seem to be barbarian tribes, in some way, shape, or form. Oh my god.
It's fine.
Yeah, it's not that bad.
Okay, cool. Because they're like, my neighbor's dogs are killing each other, I'm pretty sure.
Just throw meat out your window. It'll be fine.
Right.
Yeah, it's a good idea. Some sleeping pills. Indicator.
God, I can't get my voice that high. That's impressive, Woodrow.
Thank you. What is it? I can't remember what it's called. The guys and the singers in Greeks that they were neutered at a young age, so
the
they
eunuchs?
could keep. They were eunuchs, but they were called the singers were called a specific thing. I can't remember. Anyway.
I'm curious. So I guess it would have to be for us deciding to do something, like with the people docking and everything, right? For me to be able to use augury.
Is augury the one where you make the decision? No, no, you could use augury for anything. Yeah, you could use augury.
It says you receive an omen from an otherworldly entity about the result of a specific course of action that you plan to take within the next 30 minutes.
So that can extend to like you being on here and being part of this group sort of thing. It doesn't have to be necessarily you specifically. So it could be your party, and these people are quote unquote allies, and you're part of the decision making in a way because it affects you. You could technically use this for that, yeah.
Okay, so can I use augury to try and see if there's if we were to let them dock, if that was going to blow up really badly?
Yep. Yes. Let me do something. I gotta turn on a light 1 second because my blind ass can't see my dice right now.
Wow, Shae using shit.
I know. I was like, hold on. I have a spell that I can talk to people that aren't here. I can talk to the dead.
You commune with Skegold, I think is the name, if I'm remembering it correctly. And you sort of see her face as you close your eyes. And what's the exact question you asked, just out of curiosity?
So the question I was going to ask is, what possible outcome do you see should these people with the distress beacon, should they dock here with us?
So you don't get okay. You would get wheel when you so you sort of like close your eyes, roll your dice, open your eyes, and look at them, and you would get wheel, which is good results. So you get the sense that docking would ultimately lead to good results in the end.
Okay. So then I'm gonna kind of share that with I'm gonna go back to where they were in the back part, like just kind of wander back where Dis and the other girl is, and be like, hey, if it's any consolation, from what I can gather from my ancestors, it's not gonna be a bad result if they were to dock with us. So if we have to make a call before Zemina's back, it seems like it might actually be a good one.
When you say that, Teskin's sort of coming in to see how Gemini is sort of kind of feeling about the news, and sort of gets a little insight on you saying that, and he is your ancestors. You call to your ancestors?
This is a new line of communication, but yes, I did, and it seemed like it would be not bad. It seemed like overall it would be a good thing, even if it was tense initially. It seemed like the overall outcome would be positive.
He looks at Gemini, and they exchange a weird look. You guys can roll insight if you want to see maybe exactly what it means.
Okay.
Kronos, you're working on your ship, huh? I think, yeah.
I got
I didn't.
Okay.
I didn't follow.
Okay. Just want to make sure.
Yep.
An insight?
Yeah, it would be insight.
Oh, you got higher than me. I got a 17. Look at
nice.
you rolling all big girl now.
I know we're not rolling this big dice anymore. We're doing digital dice for being okay.
Now that you're not stabbing me, you're rolling good.
You're the one that said roll the giant dice.
With that sense between them, that look, you kind of sense it almost as if you know them a little bit. You feel like Teskin's giving her a look like, I want to go out on a limb here, and Gemini gives him a look like, are you sure, sort of look, and then they just hold that moment, and Gemini seems to be swayed by his fervor, and kind of goes, okay, well, we if Fashis wants our take on it, you have our vote for docking, and at least hearing these people out. We don't necessarily even have to let them on. We could just let them repair, even, or we could even bring supplies onto their ship. Who knows? But I'm only just worried about how Samina is going to react. That's my only concern.
Right.
And but yeah, so you got there definitely on your side for that. Renaj doesn't seem to be paying attention to any of this, and Fashish is probably in the I can't remember what the room is called, but it's like the engine, like kind of like the Bach set it up as like the engine room and comms room of this place because it was like half-assedly put together.
Yeah.
And he's pulling powers from other parts and stuff. So he's like in the room that's across from the living quarters. It's like a long rectangle. Peru, they're gone. They're still doing that. And Kronos.
Yes.
You have assembled your ship for the most part, and it's kind of assembling itself over the next few days.
Yeah.
Is there anything else you'd like to do with it at the moment?
No, I mean.
And you copied that file, right?
Yeah, I copied.
That was the
I
action
copied,
you chose to take. Okay.
Yeah, the action I chose. Yeah, I copied that one file. That's what I was kind of doing. I was kind of going through some of my notes and
Nice. Okay.
trying to
We can come
trying to
back
make
to that then,
try to put it in a sensible fashion here in this other book. Yeah, I copied the. Where is it? Inventory. I copied the 1.02 to
Yes.
an external drive.
Correct. And then whenever you go to basically take your first flight and start everything up, that's when that stuff will all basically be running the startup.
Right, because I'll have to plunk the seed in there.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So that's that. Oh, okay, so I got that in my notes.
Hmm.
Then. Okay. Well,
As a matter of fact, I want to take that. I want to take that drive, and so I gotta go back to Bach and ask him if he's got an isolated, disconnected environment that I can look at this drive on. I'm not sure what's on it. I don't want it to go anywhere. I don't want anything being able. I don't want any connection or communication to anything outside of. Got anything like that?
it's possible. I think I could set that up.
Okay.
And you want to run it in a just completely enclosed environment to see what's on it.
Completely firewalled off. I don't want any. I don't want anything getting in or out. I have no idea what's on this.
Do you have
Okay.
your lightning ready?
Listen, I thought about doing this on a on a floating
Yep.
floating chunk somewhere else, just so I could blow this shit up if I need to.
Is there a
Just-
reason that you chose not to, or?
I'm curious.
I feel like this is the appropriate time for fuck it, we'll do it live. I don't have it on this though.
It's okay. Everyone just remember it in your brains.
Yes.
Size played it enough.
You know what the file is going to be?
No spoilers.
Oh.
Be awesome.
There's also the chest that you guys got from, I'm pretty sure, the castle, I think.
Oh, the chest that's still in my possession?
Yeah.
Oh, you want me to open it? Okay.
Oh gosh.
I've been
I
waiting.
did not say that.
I
I didn't
have
say
been-
open
I
it.
did not say that.
I opened
He's
it.
like, well, you choose to. That's on you. I am not
Give
telling
me a
you
dexterity
to open
saving
anything.
throw.
Shit.
17 plus 5? No, my dex saving throw is plus 9. 26.
Oh, nice. Where are you when you open this?
The hangar.
You're in the hangar? Okay, so as you open it, there's a belch sound, and a wave of coins just cascade at you, and you sort of jump up and ride it across the hangar a little bit, and then slide down at the end, and there's just a huge pile of gold.
Really?
Yeah.
Yep.
You do not sound enthused, which tells me I need to MacGyver the shit out of this and see what the fuck it is.
I like how Woodrow's like, yeah, you weren't supposed to roll well.
No, has nothing to do with that.
Uh-oh. Oh, that's worse.
Or am I just saying things to get in your head because I'm mad? No, I'm just kidding.
I mean, that too.
No,
I'll
I'll let you figure it out.
If you cast Identify on something, can you tell if it's magical or not?
So identify will, yes. Yeah, it'll
Okay.
tell you if it has a magical use
I pick
or if it's mundane.
up a single piece of gold gently.
Gently.
Roll me a
Gingerly?
percentage die.
A percentage?
Two D100s.
61.
What was that?
6-1.
Oh, okay.
I was
6 and a
like,
1. Which one is the 61? Okay. So you identify one single coin?
Well, it has to be something I'm touching, so unless I bury my hands in the entire heap,
Sai just jumps in. Is like,
wanna do that?
I
identify.
Scrooge McDuck that shit.
No, it's a gold coin. It's a mundane gold coin.
It's a gold coin. Good job.
I start counting.
I start
Okay.
counting.
You'll be here. That's your downtime. You can't do anything but count gold. No, I'm just kidding.
3 weeks of counting.
Yep. Kronos is off having adventures. Brynn's joining all new tribes on Terrace, and you're just there counting gold.
I was gonna say, you said it was Gemini was the one that was
Ointment.
sharing the look with Ointment Girl, right?
Gemini made the ointment.
Yeah, she made the ointment. Yeah.
Okay. Who was it? Who was it that said, "Are you sure?" Like in the look.
Oh, that was Gemini. She wanted to make sure that Teskin putting faith in people they barely know was like, "Are you sure about this?" sort of thing. She just wanted to double check that he was sure and not going out on a limb too far.
Okay, so
Thanks, some person. It is a chest filled with 1 gold.
Yep.
Ooh, fun. Done.
I'm rolling.
I mean, if it's a chest and it's filled with 1 gold, that 1 gold must be pretty damn big.
Big.
I'm rolling and reading.
It's like the what was it, a penny in the Batcave?
Uh-huh.
It was that.
There you go.
So is
Which means you can
is
crush it.
Teskin on his own?
Yeah, he's at the he walked back to the table at a moment. I'm assuming you guys walked back to the hangar at some point and then just opened the chest and then so you look back. If you look back, that he's at the table.
Okay, so while this is clearly in heaven with all of the gold, I want to walk over to the table of Teskin and just be like, hey, is there anything that you want to share with me? Because I feel like you might know something you haven't said.
I come from a line of people who are pretty old school. We like, and the people, if they dock here, they're similar to me. We tend to do things old fashioned, go off on our own.
Okay.
And you just remind me of those people, and some of those people like me have shamans who speak to their ancestors, and something in you reminds me of that, and I can't help but want to give you the benefit of the doubt. So I just wanted to take your side in that moment.
Gotcha. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. This is something that's developing for me. Did your shamans ever have talk about weird dreams that maybe kind of told them things?
From what I understand about dreams and how they work is they can be help. They can be a help or they can be a hindrance. They can be used by other people to invade and make you unsure, sort of put you on a bad foot, even harm you.
Yeah.
But they can also be used to guide you if you find the right dream.
Okay. That's interesting. Well, I just wanted to make sure that there wasn't anything that like worried you. To be honest, I mean, I can only imagine having random people show up. Has got to be kind of bizarre.
Yeah, it's definitely put some pressure on us in a weird way, just because your friend being Drow is a little shocking to a couple of us. Some people don't seem to care, but others are worried that it's putting a target on our back. So, which you guys already know. So,
I mean, to be fair, if we end up with a target on our back, you do have people that are pretty used to fighting.
I mean, that's good. From what I've heard just from the first visit that you had on the planet, it seemed to be pretty impressive. And other things. There's the bounties, pretty crazy. Fashish showed us the bounty boards. I'm assuming since you guys had the run-in, that you guys are aware of that now. But that's kind of crazy. I didn't think we'd ever have a bounty on our head. I didn't think anyone cared or who knew who I was when I escaped that prison ship with Bach. So this is a crazy feeling. I feel almost famous. It's kind of kind of cool, but also frightening.
Well, you know, as long as you still kind of obviously stay on the side of helping me and my band, I can't imagine that we would just leave you out to dry.
That's good to know. Honor can be hard to find these days.
Yeah, it can, and you know, I understand the Drow's kind of an asshole, but there are assholes, so you know.
It's always good to have a few around. Kind of like Ring.
I like him. I like this guy. He's good people. It's like, well, thanks for kind of clarifying. I was really curious, and I'm obviously quite protective of my family. So,
as am I. I understand.
Fair enough.
If anything goes off or I sense anything coming, you'll be the first to know.
Thank you. I appreciate that. And back at you. If I catch wind of anything crazy happening, I'll make sure that you're aware.
He tips his fork at you that has like some salad and a tomato on it. Puts it, starts eating it like a cow.
Solid. Awesome. All right. I think I should probably go help the Drow over there with the. I don't even know how all these coins happened. You know, it always makes a mess everywhere they go.
12,522.
Oh shit.
Hey Kronos.
Yeah.
Here's 7,333 gold.
Holy shit. Thank you. Much appreciated.
Spoils of war. We got this back in the gorge. We just never bothered with it.
Well, we were a little, occupied.
Yeah.
We didn't really have a lot of time to breathe, but I figured, since we have some downtime, rebuilding your ship and me getting my scarification done.
Oh my gosh, it is just a tattoo. Stop.
You just called me an asshole, and I have a 21 passive perception, so I heard you. 7333.
Explain to me how what I said was wrong.
Okay.
No, I agreed, but still. I can yank your chain. Woodrow, did you notice that I filled in the blanks on,
I was watching you do that, and I was like laughing. I was trying not to completely zone out and watch you do it because it was like catching my eye. The movement or whatever. I was like, fuck.
The one time Brynn RPs and Dis is over here.
Yep.
Moving things around on the map.
ADD person.
Well, I was.
I handled it. It was good.
Me,
You're good. You did great.
Let's see. So, Dis, you keep yours and Brynn's gold in your bag of holding, right?
Correct.
Okay. And Kronos, where do you keep yours? You have a bag of holding as well, I'm guessing? Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. I just wanted to double check. So, I don't know,
I'm
just in
the
case you
only
guys
one
go
with that
somewhere,
one.
you guys can't get, like, pickpocketed and shit, basically, unless someone knows you have that. So, I just wanted to clarify now that you guys have a gajillion gold.
A gajillion.
golds.
Okay.
The actual number discounted.
Yes.
Close. Or off just
11
by
billion.
11
just
billion.
by a few. Did you say 11 billion?
Yes.
Nice.
I actually think, Luke, did you already add it to your character sheet?
I did.
Okay. I was gonna say I think you might have more gold than us, but you do not.
I mean, I spent a shit ton of gold.
I know.
To get pieces for my ship put back together, but I've got fucking BFGs again on the sides, and homing missiles, and an elven shield. So yeah, I mean we much better. That's why I have vicious mockery, undead ramen, or mind sliver, which is actually better.
I'm scared of what we're gonna have to spend this money on, because we have far more money than we had when we started in this world.
Remember, it's a video game. You never spend money on anything. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, that actually is true. You just end up with a fuck ton of inventory.
Shit ton of money you can't buy. I hate that about video games, actually.
Well, I figure what we talked about with the armor is going to cost a pretty penny. So.
Yeah. There's a lot of stuff that's going to cost a pretty penny. That I'm assuming you guys might want to do. I'm not 100% sure, but we'll see what upgrades
so we
you guys want.
definitely need to set our sights on that bounty.
Hmm.
Not mine. The other one.
Not mine. The other bounty.
The bounty boards. They're talking about the one that was mentioned in on Ryzen 4. The disc.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
The 60,000.
Bashish comes over the comm again, and he's basically like, they're going to be docking. I told him that we will at least bring them some supplies, but they're going to be on their own.
The finger gesture. Yes. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I told them that we're still trying to figure out if we're gonna let them stay here as long as they need, or send them back adrift. So
Parlay.
Yeah, this should be fun. And he sort of comes out of the back room, walks through the rec room, and sort of meets you in the hangar.
What kind of supplies?
They need basically, what is it called? Like, that's similar to the energy cell that you have for the BFG, but it's repairing theirs and then sort of restocking it with energy.
They aren't taking my shit.
Right.
Well, then you... Not the exact same thing as your BFG ammo. I just said it's similar.
I was like,
it's like
hold
an
on.
energy. It's like an energy
I
cell,
had
like
to
with
be an
lasers and
octopus.
stuff used.
I had to do things.
Magitech. So a ship that looks kind of like the one that Nozark has. It's actually very similar to that. Docks at that red area.
That one?
Similar to the one that's actually up in that corner.
Oh, with the W on it?
Yeah.
Okay.
It docks up kind of in that empty spot right there, and the bay comes down, and one person walks out and is going to be accepting the supplies, and you see someone who's got half their head shaved on one side that's covered in like tattoos. The other half of the head shaved doesn't have any tattoos, and there's sort of like a big giant braid that goes down the middle and hangs pretty far down their back. They seem to be human female. And she comes out, and you can see that her tattoos that she has on the side of her head, they extend down her neck and all over her whole body, and it's things like feathers, arrows, spaceships, things like that. And she holds her hand up and go ahead.
Awkwardly go running up to her and be like, "Oh my gosh, I love your ink work. Can I just look at this real quick?" And just turn her head and be like I'm just trying to like
gently.
Get And she seems to be actually
Next
small.
snaps.
She doesn't seem to be a Goliath. She seems to be a human, a normal
it's
human.
better. It's better. 'Cause
And
I'm huge.
yeah, as you do that, give me an athletics check because she's gonna try to resist you moving her head.
So I got a 14.
Oh shit! Okay.
Plus 8.
No, I got a 14.
Oh, so you try to move her head, and you're used to being able to manhandle people pretty well, but you
Right.
can see that like all the muscle in her body is flexing, and you don't really move her head. You find yourself moving to see the tattoos, but
I'm
your
like,
hands are still there. Yeah, your hands are still there, attempting, but you're just more moving yourself around. And she kind of like looks, and then the only movement is when she sort of shrugs down to the side and looks at you and is like, pardon me, I am Stellar of the Sky Talons, and you are. She like puts one hand on her chest and doesn't like push you off, but is sort of like looking you right in the eyes as you're sort of holding your face.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm Brynn, and I just started tattooing, so this is... Wow.
Ah, I see. And she sort of steps back a little bit and turns her side to you so you can sort of see what shows of it underneath her power armor, which her power armor is like a chest piece. The centerpiece is sort of off, and then she's got pauldron pieces, but no arms. So it's just sort of, it's pretty bare. And you can see that she's got like the starships on one arm that goes up, and then as it goes up, it seems like there's more tech down by her hand, and it goes up to more like bows and arrows and birds up as it gets to her head.
Okay.
And she's like, we will be accepting whatever supplies you can spare. We're also down a little bit of food if you can spare that too, but we know out here you might not be able to spare that. But seeing as you're out here in the asteroid belt, we were hoping that minerals and metals and stuff would be good. We should be able to work them on our ship fine. But yeah, anything you can spare. And she's sort of awkwardly sitting there. You can see she doesn't like to be. She does not the type that likes to be asking for help, and must have been voted to be the one to come out and talk because no one else wants to come and do it or something because she doesn't want to be here.
She's like, this is not right.
Yeah, and you did hear that the Frost Fangs were killed, and they could have possibly been the leaders too. They seem to be.
What? I'm sorry.
The Frost Fangs. She's sitting there, and Bach and Nozark come up with like what supplies they're loading on the bay. Stellar, she sort of opens up a little bit, and she's kind of like, "What?" And you have tattoos, right, Brynn?
No? I don't know. I don't think I got any yet.
Okay, I couldn't remember if you had any or if you started with any or not. So she sort of looks and she goes like, "You seem to be of Goliath blood, part giant. Where do you hail from?" And she seems to think you're from where she's from.
Really far away. It's really hard to explain, but not this plane.
Oh, plane, as in like realm of existence, like plane of existence.
Part of the galaxy, etc., etc. It's we've been traveling for a long time. I've kind of lost track of where I was actually from.
Huh. So you have no tribe?
Not anymore. No, my tribe. Actually, they're my tribe, and I just point to Kronos and distance like that. Those two.
She looks over, a voodoo priest and an assassin. And just kind of like cocks an eye at you and goes, "Interesting choice." Not in a
I look at
Hey,
bad
Kronos
way.
and I'm
Resemble
like,
that.
"Voodoo priest?" Oh, the skull. You mean the skull thing, right? That's the. Close
the whole
enough, yeah.
thing, but sort of looks like a street mancer to me. But that's just from first glance.
Yeah, he makes really good mead, so there's that. Obviously, when we're in a position to make mead.
Can you spare him?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
Well, maybe it's just some drink then.
Kronos, can you give them mead so they don't try to take you?
And
Yeah,
as Stellar sort of peeks around, she goes, "And we just might."
I have Keggy walk out and bring bring some glasses and bring everybody some
As it's-
mead.
As it's walking over, she's like, "An antique. I like the taste. I appreciate that."
Enjoy. It's a very special vintage. Skull.
He cheers with you. Or skulls. Ooh. It's a little stronger than she's used to.
You got her crunked.
No, she's definitely feeling good. She's got a little grin on her face, but she doesn't seem to be losing composure.
All right, you take it easy with this stuff now. I don't. It's where it comes from. It gets brewed real strong, real strong.
Yeah,
I
I
can
said,
tell.
he's good at it.
You really sure you can't spare him?
I just kind of take Axie, like pop it up on my shoulder, like, yeah, pretty sure. Yeah.
When you do that, her eyes sort of cock at the axe, and she was never really looked at it before, and she says something under her breath, and so Dis and Kronos, you're sort of standing away. And let's see, what languages do you speak, Brynn?
I
question
speak
to
Common
ask
and
real quick.
Giant.
Common and Giant. Okay, so in Giant, she would say the word guardian almost under her breath. Brynn, you're close enough to where you could hear it. But the other two, with your passives being both, I think they're 20s above for your perceptions for Kronos and Dis, you guys would hear the word too, but you wouldn't understand what it means. You would just hear her speak a word in Giant as she sort of like cocks her head as Brynn sort of lifts up her axe.
I just kind of cock my head back at her and give her a big smile. It's like, don't say
That's,
anything, just smile at her.
It's a very interesting weapon you have there.
Oh yeah, Axie, I don't go anywhere without him. I just kind of like tighten my grip on it a little bit. Like not super intimidating, but like enough to be like, please don't make me use this.
Yeah. You get the sense that she's not like fucking with you in any sort of way, but she's sort of like, oh, holy shit, like this person has something on them that they might not realize how amazing it is. But you obviously do realize how amazing it is. You've been destroying things with it for a while now. But they're sort of surprised it's in some, like, the way you've talked and presented yourself, she's just like surprised it's in your possession sort of look is how she's appraising
She's like, you don't seem smart enough for this. They're like, I know.
Not as militant as her people are, I guess, because she seems very disciplined in that sense.
Oh yeah.
Of military blood. Let's see. So she's there, and then Bach and Nozar could come down, and as they come back, they have like a look on their face. It's just like kind of like a yeesh sort of look, and as they go to Fashish, they sort of whisper something to him, and Brynn, because you're on the opposite side, you can't hear this, but again, Dis and Kronos with the 20 passives, you would kind of hear that their ship is in bad shape. They're being humble with what they're asking for. It's not just like stuff to rebuild their energy cell and stuff. It seems like there's a lot of like patchwork that needs to be done, and they're just trying to get the most expensive thing from you in a way, and still ask for as little as possible, if that makes sense. But they're in real bad shape.
The most
and
critical.
They're in dire
thing
straits.
they need.
yeah, they're probably not going to be going anywhere on their own easily. They'll all have to be like wearing power suits in their ship.
While they shit.
Yeah.
That's
That too.
unfortunate. Is it one ship or is it multiple ships?
This happens to be one ship.
I meant like the distress call. It was just one ship that was asking for help.
Yes, yeah. The distress call was this one ship that you're aware of. Wink. No, I'm just kidding.
Wink emoji.
I don't know if it works if you say wink. I feel like that
Same thing.
ruins it a little.
Wink.
Wink. Yeah. Yeah.
Who was it that was saying that what's her fuck might have a problem with helping these people because they brought down trouble on her brother?
Tuska and Gemini.
Look at you
Yep.
with the names.
I know, I remember things!
Are they around here or are they back towards the table?
Yeah, they're standing there in the area. They're in the rec room, but they're kind of at the corner, kind of watching into the hangar, close to the table, but just kind of like listening and trying to see what's going on.
Trying to get
but yeah,
a
they're there.
situation.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go over to them and be like, look, these people are in really, really bad shape, and they don't seem like bad people. How big of a fucking problem is it gonna be if they just fix their shit before they go?
That's not. I'm not worried about necessarily anyone dying or a fight breaking out, but I'm worried about our group breaking up. We've struggled to maintain what we have, and a lot of us here don't really have anywhere to go, and we kind of gotten used to each other and comfortable here. So me and Teskin kind of want to hold on to this little family we've made as best we can. And my concern is that Samina being the head and the brains with Fashish, they might, I don't know, go their own way, being the military types and leave us here, or I don't know. I'm just worried about it. Maybe we could cool things over, but I just know that when Samina comes in, there's a chance she's going to come in hot, and we should be at least prepared to try and cool her down, or to help her see reason, or to make some sort of compromise, whatever we can think of.
Okay, so let me put this another way. If we, I point to Kronos, I point to Brynn, and I point to myself.
Okay.
If we were to help them, that couldn't really come back on you, could it?
Suppose not.
Well, I mean, is there a docking fee or something? Like, how hurt can she get that they're in a parking spot?
I'm not sure. I just know she's hot-headed. But if you're willing to take the brunt of it, I'm sure maybe it won't be too bad.
You're
She
sure,
seems
Mick?
to be kind of she seems to be kind of scared of you, to be honest. So.
That's fair. We're all kind of scared of this.
Only if you piss me off and attack me and threaten my
Only if
peeps.
provoked.
Yeah.
Only
I
if
mean,
you do these 10 things that will definitely make me come after you.
I'm chill until there's reason not to be.
Well, and she's seen you put people down pretty fast, so I'm pretty sure that keeps her up at night too.
Oh, okay.
And you can see Gemini got a little bit of enjoyment out of poking fun at her a little bit. But I think if you say that you're willing to help them, and maybe say that you made the call, and we can sort of divert the bad energy away from us and the family. But
Well, let's
I
put
just-
it this way. Someone has to make the call. It doesn't look like you guys are willing to make the call. So I'm not going to send these people out who obviously have an affinity, if not a familiarity, with Brynn's people. I'm not going to send them out to just fucking suck vacuum.
we won't either. We just want to make sure we can keep Samina calm so she doesn't leave, and other people decide to go their own way. But
What?
I think we can manage it.
Okay. Am I close enough to hear that conversation at all?
If you wanted to have walked over, you could have. Yeah, you could have walked over and kind of joined the
Okay.
conversation.
So, I'm just going to go over and be like, so what if we intercepted Samina before she came in and
Been like, look, chill your tits.
been like, we made the call to help them out, and we understand that there might be bad blood, but I don't think that these guys specifically had anything to do with that. They don't seem to. I can also talk about talking with my ancestors and how that seemed like it was not going to turn into a shit show, and maybe see if we can just get her to breathe.
That might work. I
Do you
know
wanna
she's not
leave her
necessarily.
voicemail? Or...
Well, so Fashish had done that. He sent her a couple messages, and we asked her, said if we couldn't get rid of her or couldn't get a hold of, we couldn't get rid of her, couldn't get a hold of her, we'll have to make a choice. And then we sent her a message that we made a choice, but we just haven't heard back yet. Not exactly sure what she's doing. She said she wasn't going far, but I don't think that's the case. And Peru and Woda, they should be fine. If they get here before her, they should be able to help us keep her calm. They're on Osis
I mean,
right
worst
now.
case scenario, I've got a shot for her.
Is
That's
the
true.
is the assumption that she took the fighter and went off somewhere?
Yeah, she told us that she was going scouting. She was doing a run over Tyr, and then she was going to check out Imena for something. Just doing a flyover, doing some scans.
Well, Imena is where the... Did we tell anybody about that?
We have not.
The prison?
I don't think we've
pretty
told
sure,
anybody about it
yeah,
yet.
I'm pretty sure
Did
you
we?
guys told Woda and everyone in that meeting.
Oh, okay, well, good. I mean, that was the plan.
Because they said if you help us with the Tyr stuff, the mission on Tyr, we'll help you look for your friend on Imena.
Right.
At some point they said that. I can't remember if it was during that meeting or if Samina said it at some other point, but I know that at some point she did say that. So that's what she's
Yes.
off doing at the moment. Supposedly, that's what she said.
Supposedly.
Nope. You know what happens anytime someone is not with you guys? They get kidnapped. No, I'm just kidding.
Right.
That's fair. That's usually how it goes.
And shit.
Even when they're
We
with
gotta go
us,
get her.
they just randomly fucking disappear.
Yeah, they're with us
Oh.
and they still get kidnapped.
Yep.
Renage.
Get half that. Hey, he wasn't with you. He was in the bar. No one went to the bar.
Yeah.
I
You-
was talking about the two little people following us through the
Halflings in the
castle.
gnome. Yeah.
Yeah.
You find them
Obviously,
adrift in space. No.
I wouldn't have noticed that. Oh, that'd be kind of
Brutal.
Yeah, I could respect that.
I just got an
Horrible.
idea. No, I'm just kidding. What happened? Did they have to explain where the fuck they've been the whole time?
I mean, once we thaw them.
Oh, yeah, there we go. They
Uh,
just turned to statues, like basilisk statues.
Yeah, be awesome.
Let's see.
So I'm gonna go back over to the Vikings.
Chase. Yeah,
Uh,
Solar is still kind of standing out by the ship.
So we've come to a decision, and by we I mean me.
She sort of looks at you and smiles, in a approving way.
You can stay here until your shit's fixed. We're not kicking you out to die in the cold vacuum of space.
She kind of looks around to see if anyone else is in the hangar at the moment, and she kind of holds her hand out. It's almost like a shake, like a handshake way. You don't necessarily know exactly what she's asking, but she's holding her hand out in some sort of gesture.
I'm gonna assume that this is a warrior shake, since that's kind of what it is from where I'm from. I'll line my arm up and just wait for her to grasp.
Nice. Yeah, so she kind of grasps up by your elbow and locks in for a moment. And she goes, "Thank you. That may have saved our lives."
I'm gonna look over my shoulder at Brynn and then look back at her and saying, I'm doing this for her. Don't make me regret it.
She just nods. Understood.
I like my people. My people are respectful.
Better than mine.
Yeah, your people kind of suck.
Well, like you've met them recently. You haven't met my people in the last 2 worlds you've been in. Shut up.
Your people don't seem like they're very nice.
You don't know. They were perfectly nice in that blood temple.
Yep, they were.
I mean, they let us go.
Yeah.
And they turned
They
off the
gave-
traps.
Oh, by the way, while I'm here, I'm going to ask the what the fuck is the name of this chick?
Stellar, or which one? Which girl?
The one that just grabbed my arm.
Yeah, Solar. Okay.
Okay. So, hey, what do you know about any remnants of? I'm looking for it. Piri.
Oh, Piri.
Yeah.
Well, in terms of so any pieces of Piri, as in where it might have ended up.
Yeah, I'm looking for a
That's-
chunk that might still have an intact structure.
Oh, interesting. I know of an attached chunk where we built a structure. We didn't see any structure on it. We were assuming it was a piece of Piri because it was too big to be just floating around in the inner rim. We thought, and it was relatively frozen. So
nothing temple-esque jumped out at you.
no, but we didn't, inspect the whole thing. We sort of built a structure on there and used it as a stop and go. I could give you the coordinates if you want it.
Sure, why not?
Let's see. Put just a piece of P, like a coordinates of P, like to a piece of P or something. Because you have that, and you also have the trajectory readings of the planet.
Yeah,
You
does
got
that
on Ryzen.
happen to coincide with any of the readings that I got previously? I want to cross-reference is what I'm saying.
So if you cross reference, it seems like over some time, it could have been one of the larger chunks of the planet that got sent into the inner rim. It's ended up over time on the other side of the planet with the momentum that it had and getting caught in the orbit. So it's actually closer to what's the name of the Zaloon? I think is the name of the planet. The Neptune of this universe. Yeah,
That?
Zaloon. Yeah, it's closer on that side of the inner rim right now.
Don't mind me. I'm just making notes.
I would move it out to the inner rim though. That's still in the orbit of. It'd be the thick black line. Same spot on the thick black line though.
So
Oop.
out.
Yeah, right there. Yeah.
How about
Anywhere in
here?
there. That works. That's fine. It literally doesn't matter. I can say it's anywhere.
Yes,
It's in the
ability.
sun.
This is D&D 5e, and we are in space.
With a lot of homebrew because we came from another system, so there was like a bunch of fandangling that I did. Whoa.
Done good.
Turned
though.
out pretty good
Done
though. Yeah, it
we're-
turned out pretty
It
good.
all works
surprisingly.
great.
I was really worried about it,
No, it all works great.
but it works. I was really happy with it. Yeah. So you basically have coordinates for a spot there in the solar system, something you can go investigate. Put that down on the quest log.
I'm just curious, how long would it take to get there?
Oh, a while. If you
while.
use the gate system, which you have the also I think one of the maps you bought was Zaloon of the things around Zaloon. So you could use the gate system to go from Thunmar to Zaloon relatively fast, and
Are
then it
these
would just be
gates,
getting
like,
from there
for
to the
ships?
inner. Yeah, they're for their ship gates, but they're heavily watched. So having those the traffic lanes and stuff like that is what's going to allow you to use them without having to fucking
Oh, the droids got it.
yeah. But yeah, you could get there probably a day and a half traveling all the way out to the inner rim.
Are we assuming all ships travel at one speed in this universe? I'm just curious.
No, the interceptors and stuff actually travel faster. They have a faster travel speed.
So the day and a half is my speed?
For you, yeah. For your
Okay.
interceptor ship, yeah. That's what I'm assuming you're flying, so I'm just going to give you those.
Right, I was just curious if it would be faster or slower in Luke's.
Oh, then Luke's?
Mhm.
Luke's, depending on when we get it fully built, we'll see, because he has that gravitron, and I'm assuming that gravitron is more like the freighter, so it's probably gonna go the speed of the Poru's freighter you guys have been flying around. So it's just slightly slower than your interceptor, but not too much in terms of ship scale. Like, it's way faster if you break it down like mile per hour or whatever, but not in terms of like scaling. Doot.
Okay. Well, thanks for the information.
Yep.
While everybody's kind of figuring out where they're gonna get settled and stuff, I just grab the girl with the tattoos and I'm like, "Hungry? Come with me!" And I just take her back to where Luke's little kitchen is.
Nice.
And be like, right there. Tell her what you want. It'll make it.
As you do that, she's like, oh, okay, and she kind of tries it, and she says, it's kind of like lamb shanks, but in giant, and you see it makes enormous lamb shanks. And she's like, okay,
You can eat it here, but you can't take it with you. It'll stay in you, but you can't take it with you.
If you cross that threshold, it poof goes away. So eat it.
Okay, can my shipmates come in here? There's only 6 of us.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Wow. Hey, Kronos.
Yeah.
You want to feed some people?
How many people are we talking?
6.
You're aware I haven't told the rest of the station about the food in here, right?
We're showing them Brynn's tattoo parlor.
Sorry, what?
We're showing them Brynn's tattoo parlor. Wink, wink.
Sorry,
Yeah, the only
Kronos,
person who
don't
knows is Bach. He hasn't told anybody.
I'm saying that's the excuse, Kronos.
Uh-huh. And when they ask how the food constantly comes out and is made.
Don't worry about it, it's magic.
Right. And when they want a copy of it or something like that, and I can't do that.
You're not a sorcerer.
Axie.
Look,
Axie says no.
be thankful for the food in your belly, and don't look a gift replicator in the mouth.
Wait. I got it. Hold on. It's very limited. Everyone can have one meal.
Yes.
They don't gotta know more.
Uh-huh.
How about this?
Love you, Kronos.
How about this? Enjoy the food you have, and don't give us any shit or you get nothing. Is that a good deal?
I'm more concerned about the rest of the station, wondering where the fuck we are getting the food to feed all of these people. But you know what? Fine. Fuck it. Whatever.
All right. I turned to Tattoo Lady. By the way, that's not her name.
Now her name.
Heard your name. Yeah. Heard. I'll change my notes.
Tattoo Lady.
Can you keep a secret?
Yeah. Well, it's
This is the secret. We haven't told everybody.
Oh, the food. Oh, okay.
Can your people keep a
Interesting.
secret?
Yes, we can.
Perfect.
We died for secrets.
Look,
She's sort of like,
it's Kronos' secret to tell. It's his ship.
Yeah, my bad. I got excited.
if you don't want anyone to know, we'll just come in, eat our food, and go, and we can say whatever you want us to say.
You're spending time with Brynn and informing her about the lore of your people.
Sounds good enough. We will be. We will be, and we can just show her all the food, and then just leave out the food part, and then we won't be lying.
And you know what? It's sensible to discuss these kinds of topics over a meal.
Yep.
So there you go.
Indeed.
And she's like, I'll be right back. And eventually she comes back with another human that's male, and she's like, this is done. He's Sky Talons like me, and you can see he's more tatted than she is. He's like literally everything, like almost every part of his body is tatted, and he's got
kind of a crazy like mane of hair almost that it's got like a couple braids in it, but they're not really kept. Seems a little like a little wild of a person. Then you see there's two more people. These people have tattoos, but they're just like black bars over their eyes, and then they have on their attire shrunken heads that are attached to their belt. And she points to two of them, another male and a female, and goes, "This is Thrisbin and a Loran, and two more are behind them." And you can see one of them has cloudy eyes. They're just like gone completely white. And the other person is missing an arm and has a metal arm in its place. And she's like, "This is Delkerd and Sterngov. We are technically air troopers. They're Air Force. They are assassins and magic assistants. And then there are Goliath paratroopers. And the guy with the clouded eyes, they're Goliaths like you. They're big. Delkerd and
Did you
Sterngov.
laugh because he said Air Force?
I did.
You're a butthead.
So they sit in offices, is what you're telling.
No,
he didn't say
guys
Chair
didn't.
Force. He said Air Force. Okay. Fuck.
Yeah, no, these people definitely have seen some shit. And they sort of are shown the replicator by Stellar, and they all seem to get these different meals, mainly meats and starches with a little bit of vegetables, but it smells amazing, the mixture of it. And yeah, they start just eating and going and then start talking to each other and kind of shooting the shit. You can see that Brynn, you know this to be, they have a lot of bad baggage on them right now. So they're just basically trying to enjoy that little piece of good and just talk about the good stories and stuff and try and keep that energy flowing as long as they can while they have food and good news to go off of. And you hear a story about how crazy it was for the Goliaths to drop from Stellar's ship onto a star destroyer, basically, like a capital ship before it was bombarded with fire from Terrace. And as that's said, you kind of think back to what you guys saw, and you remember seeing that ship that was bombarded and kind of fell to pieces and exploded up in the atmosphere. And you realize that these people were actually part of that fight. As they sort of go on about the different stories, you can kind of start to piece it together. There's that. You hear news of them toasting their leaders, the Frostfangs, and how they were always first in, last out. And yeah, there's a long sort of toast that goes on for them. And they name off a few people, and then they name off a few more people of each of their tribes, and it seems to be like the last of whatever survived that battle. Then you get news that Peru and Woda have answered Fashisha's messages, and they say, they tried to get a hold of Samina. They got a hold of her and let her know as well. They relay the information. She had already heard or gotten Fashisha's messages, and she's on her way back, but it's going to take her a while. They're going to beat her because they're just on Osis, so they'll be there shortly. And they say that it's good news that we let them talk and took them in because we need all the help we can get, sort of thing. You feel that that's where they lean on this. Dude. And that.
Look, Luke, I found your ship.
Awesome.
So I know that his like mansion or whatever is there, but like is
that's what's inside.
That's sort of like the default innards of the ship. The cockpit area is technically where the van would be. It would be that once you go through that door, it turns into the van. I'm actually going to edit this map here in a little bit now that his ship is fixed. I'm going to redraw the map. But then the rooms that sort of teleport and appear are on the side. Those blue rooms on the side, they're sort of like hologram rooms. You sort of go into them and and it projects a room. Because at the Magic Mansion spell, you basically can make whatever rooms you want. You just open doors and kind of make what you need, and that's kind of the same mechanic, except I'm using it as like a hollow deck kind of.
So like these
rules.
rooms.
Yeah, those rooms. Yeah, they're like basically
Okay.
custom holodecks. If you need to use a room or go to a different room in the ship, that's like your personal room, or like the room that holds the animals. You would go there and then just teleport to some random demi plane. Basically, essentially, is how
Gotcha.
the spell works. So it's how the magic or the tech works too.
Where's your bedroom, Luke?
Well, that's what he just said. That's how you get to your quarters,
Yeah, so,
So
his
you
would
have
probably
like an infinite number of quarters in this ship?
basically.
Yep.
Oh, okay. So if Chick throws a hissy fit, we can just pack everyone up and give him the finger.
if you had to, yeah, you could.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. By the way, we may need to pack everyone up and give them the finger.
I'm sorry. What?
I'm just saying.
Well, you know what? It's not the first time, but
I feel like there are worse people we can pick up other than the people on this station. And
no. We need time. The ship is not quite space ready yet.
No, I get it. Bondo, yeah.
Yeah. No, you just gotta give her time to heal. You know,
Shortly,
she's doing great.
as you guys are eating and having the conversation, and the time kind of passes, Peru and Woda land in their ship in the bay, and as they come out, they sort of look into. You have the mansion just open, or have you've installed it in the ship now? Correct, like in your ship.
Yeah, it's in the ship now.
It's in the ship. Okay, so they don't see in, but you see them sort of walk past, and they sort of like kind of look down into the ship, and they can't see much from that. Just kind of see. I would guess probably you guys there at the front, and then hear the commotion coming from there, and you would see Peru just sort of signals to you, sort of like a salute, and him and Woda just continue on back into the base. They don't want to. You seem to be having a good time. They don't want to stir anything up at the moment. They're just going to try and chill out and wait for Samina. Let the good vibes flow. Dis,
Yes.
give me a Constitution saving throw. Whoa, that was a weird sound my cat made. Like whistle.
That's your cat saving throw.
Yeah, failed.
14 plus whatever my plus is.
Okay. I think for you it's a 3.
Yeah.
Okay. So as you're sort of sitting there, you feel the salve on your chest. You sort of by this time have replaced it, or no, it's a 12 hours. So this is the first one. You can kind of feel it tingling under the salve, and it kind of is radiating a little bit of light. Yeah, it is 3. Okay.
I poke Brynn. Glowy. I daintily show her my chest.
He barely pulled the leaf back with the salve. Yeah, but the emerald dust in the tattoo seems to be glimmering and sort of giving off a radiant light, and it seems to be the tattoo finally seems to be taking effect.
I
did it.
don't know if it's too early for you to try and into your hand, but that's cool.
Now, when I put... I'll ask Brynn, because I guess Brynn would know. When I put this away, do I have to look like I'm shoving my rapier down my cleavage?
I'm pretty sure that you can just think it away and I think it goes back.
All right, but if this cleaves my chest open, you better call Kirby.
I don't think it'll cleave your chest. I think it'll be fine.
I'm going to draw my rapier and think it into my tits.
As you do that, you sort of start to put it in, and tip goes in, and you sort of starts to disappear as it goes between your breasts. I was trying to say that without laughing, but Brynn made me start laughing.
So it's not just
Trying to be serious.
Disappears in between your breasts.
So it's not just to hold it in your hand and it disappears. You have to stab yourself in the titty.
Well, that's what you tried to do. You said you think it and you tried to sheath it. So as you're putting it down, it just disappears. You can do it however you want, but you described it that way. That's
Okay.
what I went
I'm gonna hold my hand up, like I have the power.
And it'll disappear.
Well, I was gonna say call it back to me, and then try to put it away without sticking it in my tits. But okay, good enough. So I can look like I'm stabbing myself in the chest.
It's out. It's in. It's out.
Seppuku.
So Sash just constantly digging and cleavage and pulling it out, then pushing it back in, and then digging, cleavage, pulling it out, pushing it back in.
It's in here
I
somewhere.
literally know a magic trick.
Having fun.
Yes, much. That's awesome. When can we do my lockpicks?
I mean, probably after you're healed.
Just gotta make that ink, or do it the old-fashioned way again.
Yeah, I mean, we could do it the old-fashioned way.
How long did she say this would take to heal? Like heal?
It was like a full day, 12 hours, and replace the bandage, and then 12 hours it'd be healed.
Oh, that's it?
Mm-hmm.
Well, shit, I'd rather get this out of the way if it's...
And like I said, you guys are approaching downtime, and Samina isn't going to be here for a while, so you guys can take the rest, go into the next day, and that sort of thing. You don't have to sit here and wait for things, unless there's things you want to get done right now in this moment. We can get to that. Like there's things you want to talk about with people and stuff like that. But in terms of stuff like that, you can sort of get the ink and try again if you'd like, because we're about to hit downtime, and that's something I'll actually have to get with you guys to ask about too. Is what exactly you want to do for downtime?
Did you see some person's comment? There is a legend to the one who pulls the rapier out of size cleavage. They shall be king of England.
Nice.
Oh, it's so perfect. Yeah, the only thing that I can think of is while they're sitting there and talking, I'm just kind of like just listening to everything that's being said.
When you're sitting there like watching, you can see at one point one of them kind of like looks over at you and goes to point, and then as they do that, Sellar sort of like smacks their hand and just like goes like, show respect to your host. And they're like, I was just gonna, and then another one of them pipes up and is like, we're curious about your tribe. You seem to be Goliath, and he's just a little curious.
About Kronos and Des?
No, he's curious about you. About because they weren't there when you explained to Stellar where you came from. So the Goliaths are kind of looking at you like, what tribe are you from? Because they don't seem to have many tattoos, but they still have 2 rings around their neck and then a couple rings around their arm.
I lost my tribe before I could really assimilate, I guess.
Oh, so you lost your tribe before you became honor bound. That is a shame. And they all sort of stop for a moment and they like raise a glass to you in a toast with their drinks.
Thank you.
I'm going to drink too, since technically the same kind of thing happened to me.
Right.
I'm just going to drink because...
Looks like I'm just drinking because drinking is lovely.
So, can I be out of character for 1 second?
Yeah. What do you need?
I was just gonna show Shae that sticking to the lore of the game that we came out of, you have your choice of 4 cities: New Halas, Kelethin, Neriak, the City of Hate, which is a Dark Elf city, and so New Halas is basically looks like a mining place.
Okay.
And it's for good people.
Well, clearly, if I'm hanging out with you, I couldn't have come from there.
I'm giving you the finger.
That's okay.
Kelethin, which is a city of Fae. Neriak, the City of Hate. And Gorowin, which kind of looks the most interesting, and is basically the city of barbarians.
Oh, dope. It almost looked like a Conan, like something from Conan.
Yeah.
Well, considering I don't really know anything about any of these.
And it's within the cone of an inactive volcano.
Solid.
Nice.
And it is an evil city, but good people are tolerated there, as opposed to the city of hate, not so much.
Okay, well, we'll go
So
with the...
since
the
we're delving
last
into your backstory, okay. So Gorowin.
Sure.
Gorwin. Okay.
Yep. Sounds good to me.
And I probably originally came from the city of hate, and then just went over to hers, since they tolerate both. Cool. I just kind of wanted to fill that in.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna add that into my notes because I can start adding that into things now that I actually know. I was just using.
Hey, now that I actually know.
Yeah, right. I was using generic not World of Warcraft, EverQuest.
Yeah, that's on the EQ2 wiki, by the way, in case you need to find it again, Woodrow.
I will. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to go there. At some point. Yes, Samina's on her way.
Sure. There we go.
I should probably on that too.
As they, can we see out of his ship to see them?
Yeah. So. Yeah, you guys can see out of it, and they can see in as long as Kronos wants to, and he hasn't said that he's shut it off. Last time it was just kind of, since you were in this area, it was open last time, so I haven't changed it basically. But as right now, you can see out.
I think I'm gonna like stick my head out and be like, hey, when is she supposed to be showing up?
About a day and a half.
All right, cool.
So we got time.
Peace sign.
She said she had a couple more things to wrap up, and she's on her way. Yeah, so I'm sure she's gonna yell and scream and pout, but I'm sure we can keep her calm. It seems to
I
be.
think she'll be fine.
I give them a look.
us.
Oh, I'm sure. May have to burn that newly reconstructed bridge.
Man, you got a bunch of points on your side though with that ship and the intimidation and stuff. So you never know.
Well, we can start off in persuasion and work our way up to torture.
Jeez.
Hey, I've mellowed. I haven't started at torture in a long time.
I mean, that's fair. I can do that.
Growth.
Okay.
As the day continues, is there anything anyone wants to do before you guys take your next rest?
I'm going to ask...
Go ahead.
Oh, I'm going to ask Brynn to start sketching out the thieves' tools, and I'll lay out my kit in front of her.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I'm going to go talk to Bach, see if he had any ideas on the isolation, the just the disconnected computer, the disconnected from the internet computer that I can look at that drive.
Air gap.
Yeah, he seems to have got it mostly shielded, and it should be ready to run pretty soon.
Okay.
And he said, there's that. So you said you went to go talk to Bach about that. As you're in there with him, talking about the hard drive, he's sort of like, I got mostly set up. And he sort of spins, and as he's turning, he knocks that device that he was hitting earlier, and it sits and it shoots like a piece of something on the wall, like a little photo, and it shrinks down in size. And he's like, "You got to be kidding me!" And he just sort of scratches his head and looks at it, and then he looks back at your hard drive, and he's like, points back at the machine. "I'll get to that in a second," and goes back over to your hard drive. Just give me a moment.
Sure. What just happened? Did you just shrink something?
Yeah, this is a enlarging shrink ray I've been working on, but it's unstable at the moment, and it only lasts for a certain amount of time before it just reverts back to its normal form. So it's not much better than what we have.
What's the largest thing that you've been able to shrink so far?
He kind of thinks, on purpose, sort of one of those hover rafts you were carrying your things, but by accident, a good part of Nozark's ship, but shh, don't say anything. It only lasted a certain amount of time, and she repaired it. She was wondering what happened. She fixed it, I think.
she fixed it. We don't got to talk about it.
I think. And,
That's what she
how
believes
small
anyway.
did the cart get?
Like, I say shrunk about 50% size. Wasn't that effective.
Okay, interesting. How long did it last?
10 minutes maybe. I wasn't necessarily keeping track. I was more panicking in that moment about her ship, but I would guess about 10 minutes, accounting for adrenaline
And purring.
and purring.
Yes, of course, always purring. And the cart. You were talking about the ship, right? Shrank 50%. That part of the ship.
Yeah, it was. So one of her. If you look at the engines on that ship that's in the thing, and he points out one of those, the side of those engines, he shrunk and basically ripped off her ship because it wasn't fully attached, so only that part of it shrunk, and yeah, he had to try and reattach it when it reverted back to its normal phase. It didn't do the best job, but he's pretty sure she fixed it. He saw her working on it. That's all he knows.
Wow.
Keep working on it, man. I'm sure it'll come in handy once you get it stabilized. Being able to easily cart a large amount of goods in a small amount of space. It's very handy.
Yeah, I'd like to miniaturize my ship.
Right?
Anyone
Pocket
ever
ship.
see what is it, Forbidden Voyage or whatever it was, where they shrink the people down and, or Fantastic Voyage, where they shrink the people down and stick them inside the guy's body.
Inner space?
No. This predated. This was Irwin Allen back in the 60s.
Okay, we've had this conversation before. I remember this. Yes.
We've been here.
We've been here before. Yes. All right. So what was Bach going to show me about the
hard drive?
The hard drive.
Yeah, so he's like, we should be able to run this and see exactly what's on here. Do we need to copy it off here, or is we're just testing, just poking it, right?
Yeah, we're just poking it. This is a copy of a file that I have elsewhere. I just want to see what this one is in particular.
Okay. Let's open this bad boy up, and he starts running the programs. And as he's opening it, you're looking, and it's definitely like fragmented. This is something that's going to have to be pieced together. So this is something that it will take time, but it is jumbled information of some sort. It's similar to the way your ship stores like items and stuff like that. So it could be holding some sort of item or something like that.
Okay. Cool.
Defrag.
Yeah. Let's go ahead and try to defrag this.
Okay, you have advantage because you're working with Bach. It's gonna be it's a 5 for you. I think it's your proficiency plus intelligence. So yeah, it's a 5 for you.
Yeah. All right.
This is an SSD, right?
18 plus 5.
Don't defrag.
23.
Trim.
Yeah. The second one was a 9. So yeah, we'll take the 18. 18 plus 5 is 23.
23.
Yeah.
So as
you said I had advantage, right?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm going to look something up real quick.
Yeah.
Bam.
First roll was 18 plus 5.
Okay, so as you're trying to compile the information and fix it, you do get there's some pieces of armor here. It looks like some kind of infiltrator armor. Seems like it can shoot lightning. Seems like it can. It has a good amount of strength. You see a similar item that you thought you had lost. That seems to help keep people alive, although it seems to function different, but it seems to be the same item. The coding seems to be a little scrambled, but that's all you've managed to get with the 23. These items. Okay. So it would be a parapet of wound closure. It would be gauntlets of ogre power, and then some kind of infiltrator armor that shoots lightning. That is still kind of jumbled, though. The other two you kind of made out for the most part.
Okay. Do I need more time to descramble it, or is that all I can do with this?
So for this basically all you can do at the moment. If you take time, rest, do the next day, you can do try again, and then after that, Brynn can do the thieves tattooing.
Okay. Yeah, that works for me. But so, can I go ahead and take those items out? Or do I need to wait until I do all the rest of it?
Yeah, you need to wait to get because the files it's locked off from everything, so you got to wait till it's out of the.
It's like finding a different pieces of a zip file and having to put it all together so you can unzip it.
Kind of, yeah, that's it. Yeah. But yeah, so you get at least that, and then if there's nothing else anyone wants to do, you guys basically get your rest. Brynn, this rest seems to go over pretty normal, pretty well.
Yay!
Nothing crazy seems to pop up. There's weird moments in your dream where you seem like it's lucid and you can kind of hear laughter, but other than that, it's not like overly powering. It doesn't wake you up, or there's nothing that draws you in like before where you felt like you're under attack or anything like that. They're just little weird moments, but it's you're completely rested and everything like that. So everything's good on that front. And go ahead and give me another check with advantage, Kronos, for your the repairing or whatever. I'm assuming you sort of go get your rest and come right back at it. And you notice Bach seems to have stayed up and actually doesn't seem to be super helpful. Do you want him to still aid? He could still help you, but it might not be as helpful as he looks out of it.
He looks like he should have slept.
Yeah, and he didn't.
Before I get started, I walk off to him and you doing okay, buddy?
Yeah, I'm fine. I just didn't get much sleep. Kind of fell asleep here at the table. Got a few hours. And with your passive insight, he's lying. He didn't get any sleep.
Did you?
Your passive is like 21, right?
My passive is
for insight.
Or
20 or 21 or something.
Yeah, 20.
Yeah, so yeah, okay. I just
want
to double check.
Yeah. Why don't you go grab some sleep, man?
I've got so many things to do. You got.
Yeah, but are you really going to be able to do those things with any kind of efficiency if you don't get any sleep?
Give me a persuasion check with advantage because his body wants to go to sleep. You're fighting his pride at this moment, basically.
All right. So persuasion is a +7. Nat 20. 27.
Oh, fuck yeah. Nice.
Yeah.
Go the fuck to bed. Get some sleep, brother. I appreciate all your help.
Thanks, man. Yeah, I probably should get some sleep. I'll probably just be a detriment to you at this point anyway. And you see as he's getting up out of his chair, he sort of like waddles and does that drunk like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, yep, no, you're right.
Easy,
I definitely should go to sleep. Yeah, I'll see you in a few. And he walks off.
All right, man. You get some rest.
So yeah, go ahead and give me another check. And since you there's a mechanic in 5e that rarely gets used. It's called inspiration, and I think it rarely gets used because it gets mixed up with the bardic inspiration. And since you're a bard, I'm gonna bring this into play, usually for like either good role play or really crazy feats. Players and the DM can award someone an inspiration point. You can only ever have one of them. It'll give you advantage on a single roll. So you have one inspiration point, and you can actually mark it on your sheet. It's right next to your health. You don't have to use it for this check. You can hold on to that and keep it and use it yourself. Or since you're a bard, I think even other characters can do this, but you can pass it to someone else in a moment when you want to. So you can hold on to that for doing that. And but yeah, you don't get advantage on this check unless you burn that.
Unless I want to use the inspiration.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I'll just go ahead and roll this one. All right. So I'm adding +5 to it. You said.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
11 + 5, so 16.
16. Okay, so what you get with this is you find some familiar spells. Do you have mirror image by chance? I think you grabbed it, but I can't remember if you changed it. But you find
I don't think I grabbed it. I don't. Is it in Warlock or Bard?
it could actually be either be in both. But either way, you see mirror image, so that familiar spell because you would know it exists. You see Shatter, Thunderwave, and then you see Cure Wounds, Heat Metal, and Magic Missile as like spells. Let's see. I'll write them down too, so I have them. You already have, I think, Thunderwave and Shatter.
Yeah, I do.
So, mirror image, Magic Missile, Cure Wounds, and Heat Metal.
Did
And
you
go
say
ahead
you
and
already
give-
had Thunderwave?
Yeah, I already have Thunderwave
And Shatter.
and Shatter. Yeah.
Cool.
So there's those spells, and go ahead and give me a history. This is technically be a history check.
Okay. 19 + 3, so 22.
With that, you would recognize these are definitely spells that Gizmo had. These are spells he knew.
All right.
Oh.
Huh. This is wow. So I'm wondering if this is pieces of Gizmo. Did Gizmo make a backup of himself? Okay. Or were these Gizmo's backups of his stuff? All right.
Find out next time. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay. Is there was that the end of the
Yeah, so that's what you learned and got from that check. You're slowly sort of defragging it, and I'm sort of marking things off a list, and depending on your rolls, you can get more and more with each check, or if you don't roll as well, you get up just a little bit. But
right.
So yeah, we're getting through that for sure. But Brynn, I'm gonna need a roll from you. Is there? Let's see. How do I phrase this without just? What would you like to do to prepare for the tattoo? Say it that way.
For Dis's tattoo?
Yeah. Anything you would like to do in preparation for accomplishing this feat or task?
Read up on what I'm gonna need to mix into the ink ahead of time.
Oh, and Gemini showed you that in that
Oh,
at some point before you would have gone to bed, she mentioned she would show you how to mix the ink, and so at some point she comes to you and kind of mixes a little bit for you, and then leaves you a little bit for you to do on your own, so you can get it in your brain.
okay.
So you have a little bit to use for at least this one tattoo right now.
Okay. So read up on that. Make sure that the sketch that I have is good. Sanitize the stuff. Paying attention.
I was already typing it.
Sterilize with alcohol, then fire, then alcohol. Yes. Sterilizing everything. And then telling Dis that they drink to numb the pain because that'll just make them bleed more.
After seeing what happened, the orb, Kirby's orb, is going to assist you. He can't assist physically because he doesn't have a body,
Right.
and he doesn't have the knowledge of tattooing, so he can't really give you advantage. But what he can do is cast guidance on you, which will give you, I believe, it's a D4 added to your roll. I basically blessed you for this one check.
Okay.
It's guidance. It's one of those spells.
That's good. All right. So what do I got to roll again?
It is a D20 plus 10 plus a D4.
So a D20 plus 14.
Well, you roll the D4.
I have to roll it to see what I got.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Technicalities.
So I got a nat 20 plus 2, and then you
Plus
said plus
10.
10. So 32.
So 32. Okay. Nice. This tattoo with the mixed ink goes over so much smoother.
And sterilized.
And sterilized. No infection. It's crazy. It's almost compared to what it felt like last time. And Dis was trying very hard to not squirm, but that second go over round was a little much, and there was moments. But this just is almost like butter, just smooth butter. The tattoo almost seems to apply itself.
Yay!
And yeah, it looks good. And where did you have this one applied, Dis? Just out of curiosity.
My thieves' tools.
Thigh.
Why thigh?
Because that'd be a great place to keep thieves' tools.
But
Put it wherever you want. I was just throwing
gonna
out.
put it on my hand.
Okay.
Why thigh?
Because it would be
Just put it on
sexy
your
pulling
hand.
them out. Just
Why
imagine pulling out.
thigh?
Doesn't it just appear in my hand though?
It does,
Yes.
yeah, if you want it to, yeah.
Okay, thigh.
You put it wherever the fuck you want. I don't care.
Outer thigh, like it's in a thigh pouch,
Okay.
like in a cargo pant.
Some person says, "Why not the butt?"
Because I don't want
Yeah.
to pull things out of my ass.
But you've been doing that this whole time.
I knew it was coming.
Maybe once
Too
you
easy.
work your way up to tattooing my fighter. The boat.
You just want that thing small. I don't know what it is. You just want the small plane.
Oh, I was gonna wear it as a necklace.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a cool idea from Ant-Man.
That would be. Is it? Oh, the tank.
Mhm. Yep, the tank. That's what it
I
reminded
was-
me. It reminded me of the keychain.
I only saw part of that movie once, and I saw that part. So
I actually like those movies.
it's Marvel.
Everyone hates them, though, so it's okay. Everyone hates all the movies I like. I'm used to it.
I'm
I don't
sorry.
like
Is there a
Marvel.
violin playing somewhere?
Why doesn't anyone like the movies I like?
Solid violin in the wind.
You guys don't like Chappie? Damn.
What?
I
No.
like Chappie.
Oh
Yeah.
my God! What the fuck's
Yeah,
wrong
but
with you?
me and Luke have the same taste in movies.
Bad. Okay. All right.
Yeah, I
Hey,
don't
I've
say it
got
like
good
that.
taste in movies. I don't know what you're talking about.
Wow.
Yeah, I like them. I like the movies I watch. That's he's right. Luke, you
Yeah.
tell him.
Listen, if a movie's bad, I'll say it's bad. I will say I enjoy it in spite of it being bad. But yeah,
Boom. So thieves' tools tattooed on the outer thigh, rapier tattooed in the cleavage.
Yes.
HD being decoded. I'll put decoded. Is there anything else anyone wants to do with the barbarians, or any warning? Because we're basically at our time to wrap up. Unless there's anything that's pertinent.
Not right now, I don't think. I think I'm good.
Okay. Kronos.
no, I can't think of anything else.
Alright.
I got Bach to go take a nap. I went and tried to do more with the hard drive. Ship is moving along. I figured the next time we come back, it'll be space worthy.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
Correct.
I am the good.
All right.
They're good.
Yes.
I want to work on unlearning a spell.
Okay. Yeah, we can do that. What? Just out of curiosity, what do you want learning?
My extra darkness.
Yep. Okay. I was curious about that. I keep meaning to ask, but it's like the lat one, very far in the back of my head, and I keep forgetting. But yeah.
So I have a question. So
No.
Yes.
there's lightning lash here.
Yes.
Could I hybridize that in any way with the whip I already have? Like
If you would
just
want to try and
electrify it.
if you want to try and find a way to kind of attach that spell or craft that spell onto it, that you could find someone. You're already trying to switch the armor thing over, right? With
Which thing?
The blur, or did we already do that?
No, the blur was what I get at level 13.
Oh, okay, okay.
The leather armor that I still have that I'm no longer wearing, shadow no way, hard to detect, disadvantage, and a 5 or 6 to recharge. Yeah, I think
See.
available at higher levels. Manifest shadow. Bonus action to magically manifest a shadow of yourself in an unoccupied space. Blah blah blah.
So you feel like Chappie as well. Sorry.
Oh yeah, so the shadow armor is shadow armor is basically blur. It's the same effect as blur. Yeah. So it was the armor.
Okay. So but I already have another item that kind of does that. Isn't it the Sorry guys. Isn't it the Is it the Krambit? No.
No, the Krambit's what lets you teleport.
It's not the murder.
Yeah, I can't remember what you're thinking of because we went over this another.
It's at the bottom of Assassin's Thorn. When you're hit with an attack you can see coming, you can use your reaction to teleport to an unoccupied space.
Yeah, but see, that's different than blur. Blur makes it so when people are attacking you, they have disadvantage.
Okay.
Those are two completely different abilities.
Okay, then if we're gonna work on it for the armor, I forgot the question.
It was transporting. Well, I was trying to figure out what exactly you wanted to transport over to the armor, because then you could get that person could then put that spell enchantment on your rapier as well. It was just going to cost you. That's what I was getting to.
Oh, okay.
And you wanted to get other stuff added to your armor as well, too, right?
Just
like
the
mechanical things.
Yeah, just the mechanical thing.
Okay. Sounds good. All right, and then we'll pick up after another rest, and we can sort of. I'll figure out exactly what you guys want to do with downtime, whether it's scanning or going over these items, getting the enchantments or whatever. But we'll figure that out.
Yeah, I figured we'd have to find
good.
an NPC that knows any of this shit. That'd be a good thing to ask the
Barbarians?
Yeah, the space barbarians. If they know how, or if they know people who know how.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
We can pick up there next session. Then actually, I'll make a note.
Cool.
Shoot, so I remember.
And I sent you both those links.
Nice, thank you.
All right, Shae.
Yes.
We're wrapping up, Shae.
So wrap up.
Okay, host.
Co-host.
With the most dosed. That didn't work.
That didn't. It was a good try. I appreciate that.
Feline, some person, past Master Dan, whoever, civility probably, whoever else is watching. Thank you so much for joining us for this week's episode of Dice, Dames, and Dudes. We will be back next week. Same bat time, same bat channel. Our next stream is going to be Friday at 8:30 for Regeneration Cycle. And we may or may not have a stream on Saturday. TBD.
Ooh.
Yes.
Surprise.
No, we do.
Oh, okay. For Red Valkyrie
one,
Presents. Yes.
Just
4?
one, no. But it'll be a good one.
Is it at 4?
It's at 8.
Okay. 8 o'clock Eastern. All right. Well, again, thank you all for coming, and we will see you next time. Bye.
Bye.
Later.